What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? I told y'all I was gonna start jumping in, coming back, coming back at night, and we had a great one last night. Went a little bit longer than I expected, but we had a great one, and we're gonna have a good one tonight. But I don't know if I'm gonna hang out as long with y'all as I did last night. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But as y'all come in the building, introduce yourself. Y'all already know what it is. Family members, you hop in the living room, state your name and your claim and where you from. Let me know you're in the building. That's all I have. Detroit Diva, hey, sis, what's going on? How you been? It's been a minute. I hope everything's peaceful. And we're going to have a good one tonight. We missed it last night. We chopped it up ugly last night. And we had we was on here for 4 hours. We got it in. But I need you to look at that title. I need everybody to look at that title and understand that title, because everybody think it's a joke. Everybody think it's a joke. And they finna, everybody think it's playtime. And they finna show y'all that it ain't playtime. Let's get it 2 months. Give it to October. And more true. What's the word, family? Man, ain't no question. We tore it up last night. Ain't no question. Ain't no question anymore, true. So I'm looking at that title, man. I put that title up there for a reason. Because a lot of people really sleep on what's finna go on, what's finna go down. And I feel bad for the city. I feel bad for the city. But then on the other hand, I really don't know how to really like channel it and target and like go with it, because it's so much playing going on, man. And I gotta keep saying that. And there's so much stuff that's going on in the midst of that. DH3, what's the word, family? What's the word? You caught a little bit of it last night. I said I was gonna jump in and get it cracking early. I had a lot on my mind, so I'm like, man, let me get this popping. A lot of people think it's a game, though. A lot of people think it's a joke, especially these bloggers. These bloggers think it's a real game, man. These bloggers have played with these kids' lives for so long. Antonio, what's the word? They done played with these kids' lives for so long. They done painted all these different narratives. They done came up with all these different stories, these different theories, these different games. And you see them little letter people stay steady letting stuff out slowly but surely. Now somehow, some way in the surface that it was 5 other shootings done with the guns that supposed to have been the guns they used to kill Duck. Now, in war, like a lot of people don't get it and understand. Yeah, listen to me. A lot of people don't understand that war. War goes in stages. And when you land your foundation down, even with building the house, you lay down the foundation, you lay down the tracks, you lay down, you put fillers out there. Man, them people laying down tracks, and them people put fillers out there because they ain't doing nothing but like beating the drums, letting you know they on their way. Beating the drums, letting you know that it's finna come. Now, it's a trail. It's a trail of breadcrumbs. And with the trail of breadcrumbs, And what I mean by the trail of breadcrumbs, I mean by all these bloggers that have been laying the foundation down of these stories about who went to it with who killed who is the number one stepper, who is who up, who been doing all this. All this ain't been doing nothing but being breadcrumbs to a lot of unsolved cases. Now, if Chicago ain't got a lot of one thing, Chicago got a lot of unsolved cases. Can we all agree on that? If we can all agree on that, everybody hit the like button or everybody in the chat say, yeah, it's 16 people in here so far. And we can all agree on this, that Chicago got a lot of unsolved murders. Can I get a 100 symbol from all 16 people in the building if y'all agree with me? Can I get that? Tonight live gonna also be about interacting, man. We have to learn how to interact with each other as a family. A lot of times we don't do that. So I just need to know, like, man, hit me with 100. I say it more true. I see y'all. Okay, I see y'all. Come on with it. Let me know. Because if Chicago, we mob here, what's the word, family? We gotta keep it 100. If Chicago ain't got a lot of anything, it's a lot of unsolved bodies. Now here it is. Here it is, right? Look, here it is. Now somebody came up with some information saying that 5 other people have been shot with them guns that's supposed to kill Duck. Now this where it started to get deep at. This where it started to get deep at. And this why I started trying to tell y'all. And this why I've been trying to tell y'all. Dre, what's the word, family? Welcome to the channel. This State Street Entertainment, what's the word? Charlize, hey. This what I've been trying to tell y'all from the beginning. And nobody ain't want to listen to me. But I've been trying to tell y'all. Ain't nobody been listening. I said, listen, man. I said, if these people ain't been doing nothing else, salute State Street TV, they ain't been doing nothing else. They've been building their case. And oh, what a case they got to build. And oh, what the help that they got from YouTube and these bloggers. Because everybody been following the drill culture. Everybody been reporting and giving stories about the drill culture, and it consists of who fighting who is who ops, who shot who drilled who did this, who did that. So now here it comes that it's a time for this big trial to come in October. What are they doing? They laying their foundation down. They dropping their foundation. They dropping different videos. They dropping different things. They dropping different stuff in the newspaper. They saying different things about who did this, who did that. That was rough for them to say 5 other people got shot with those same guns. What y'all think about that? Now, if that's true, right? How many of these bloggers page that they can go back to? Because everything that we put on YouTube is a digital footprint. It's a digital footprint. So it ain't no such thing as it's being erased or it's being took down. It's like digital real estate. It's like a brick building that ain't never going nowhere. Unless you do something to get your page took or whatever the case may be. And they still could go back and they still can retrieve that. So it goes back to say, all these stories that these people done told about who shot who did what, how it went on, y'all don't think that's gonna roll out and that's gonna play a big part in their case. Y'all don't think that? I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna open this up, and already ain't no way. You know what he did, right? Ain't no way, man. So, man, listen to me. Much love, Mob Head. Listen to me though. What a lot of people don't really understand and don't really know is King LX. What's the word? Antonio, what's the word? What a lot of people don't know and they don't get it, and they ain't get it. If y'all look, I made a video earlier and I asked these bloggers, I said, for the sake of the fans and for the sake of me being a concerned older adult, why don't y'all get a plunger and clean y'all channels up and stop bringing up all that old shit? State Street TV, perfect storm for Rico. Hey, a perfect storm for Rico. Hey, listen, they laid the whole groundwork down. So if this listen, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think the federal government finna play with these people, and they already said 5 other people have been shot and some other people have been killed with these guns that killed up. So what that mean? That's 5 more cases that they got that they can involve them guys in, and then they can roll some other people in with it. They can roll some other people in with it. And then we got all these videos that they just taking their time going through saying, okay, well, they said such and such killed him. They said such and such shot him. They said such and such is the number one stepper. He got 9 bodies. He got this, he got that. Y'all don't think they finna line all that up? I'm just asking y'all. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna wait 30 minutes to open the chat up. I'm gonna open the chat exactly right up. I ain't gonna make y'all wait. Yeah, he told somebody. I'm gonna let y'all come up. We're gonna get in this early. We're gonna do this early. We're gonna do this real early. We ain't gonna wait long. We're gonna have us a good productive live like last night. Kind of open. I don't have y'all wait all night. Like I said, they saying that there's 5 more bodies that been touched with them guns, maybe more. So what that mean? Are they saying that those 5 guys are the one that did those other shootings, or is it other suspects in those shootings that use those same guns? Now, it goes back to what I said. It goes back to what I said. What's the word, y'all?
Big Dale, what's good?
What's going down, big bro?
What's up, little bro? What's happening with you? So
Man, I
let me
can't
give y'all the title. Machiavelli on house arrest already. Listen, let me give y'all the title. Because I want y'all to chime in on that, and I want y'all to think about this. They said today that it was supposed to be in the sunshine. I was trying to see. So they saying that 5 other people were shot with the same guns that shot F.B.G. Duck and killed them. Right? So that means either they gonna try to roll them same guys up and 5 other shootings and another murder, or are they gonna go back through different of these channels or these bloggers saying that he killed such and such, he killed them, and roll all that in there? Do y'all believe that Chicago don't understand the storm that's finna come?
Yep.
Yeah, it's finna get real nasty, Jack.
Yep. I feel like that paperwork was like the first layer. That was like the that was the first layer. They just kind of putting it out there, letting them know what's to come.
Oh yeah, they definitely finna peel back the skin on the onion, man. You dig?
Yes,
So
sir.
listen, Chicago, you right, Lord Champion Trail. Chicago don't see it coming, but I do. Hey, I think we got 600 and something. I think we almost got maybe. I think we almost got maybe about from 2000 and 12 to 13 to now. I think we got over 3,000 homicides that's unsolved. They finna
Wow.
solve a lot of them homicides. They finna solve a lot of them homicides. What y'all think?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, definitely, big bro. They finna
I
they finna
agree.
come they finna come through that city, man, like Saving Private Ryan. You dig?
I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because they have the evidence. All they gotta do is go through all these bloggers pages. Everybody talked about who killed everybody. Everybody talked about who's the number one killer. Everybody talked about who was into it with everybody.
Yeah, especially look,
Everybody talked about who slid on everybody.
hey, big
Kid
bro.
Cudi, what's the word?
The first motherfucker they gonna get a hold to and go back to Jack. That goddamn academics. He started the bullshit. War on Chicago, all that bullshit, calling motherfuckers Grand Reapers and shit and all. They gonna go back to all that shit. Even the little other young homie, your little young homie, rest in peace, Mubu Crump, all that shit, all them videos, they gonna go scavenge through all that shit, dog.
Hmm.
Yeah. So my thing is, see, everybody that was following this shit and was speaking so freely and open about this shit and thinking that it was the thing to do and thinking that it was cool and it was about them getting money and them doing this and everybody believing this freedom of speech shit like Big Brother wasn't listening.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, every motherfucker's on this motherfucker talking about killing motherfuckers and I'm gonna wipe your ass and I'm gonna do this and then these homicides went on. Man, do y'all understand that ain't none of this shit been no secret, no hell of a shit to try to figure out. All you can go from this video to this video, and piece everybody's shit together and they can told on everybody.
Hmm. And then I feel like they got people that they got like a special unit or a department, and they just focus on only the social media shit. Like they got people like you say that's gonna be scavenging through all the social media content and shit like that,
Yes,
and they
sir.
watch certain bloggers. You know what I'm saying? Like they in cahoots the same way everybody else in cahoots. So
Man,
they
look,
knowing what's going on.
I,
They listening. They knowing what players is who. They connecting the dots. And like you say, man, a lot of people gonna be in for a rude awakening, man. Like they
St.
gonna be
Louis,
they
St.
gonna be
Louis.
man.
They already been lining. They been lining everybody up for some years now, man. Like Big Bro just said, all them DJ Vlad interviews, academics, motherfucking Cam Capone, all that shit. They gonna
Yeah.
go back and scavenge through all that shit if they gotta go back. You dig what I'm saying? And they just finna start rounding motherfuckers up like a herd of cows around this motherfucker. Watch.
Hmm.
People don't believe they got a room, man. They got a room
They
that
better
it
be
ain't.
saving them YouTube checks because they gonna need them.
Hey, listen, they got a room, man, that it ain't nothing but screens in that motherfucker. Yeah, the CPD got a social media unit. So what you think the
Damn right.
government got? They got rooms. A motherfucker that don't do nothing. That's their job. 24
Mm-hmm.
hours. to watch this channel, to watch that channel, to watch these people, to watch what's going on. See,
Yeah.
what a lot of people don't do, what a lot of people don't understand about the federal government, they let you get loose.
Oh
If
yeah.
you look at everybody's case, man, you see what they say. Man, them people been watching them for 2, 3 years. Them people
Yeah.
let you get real comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
Been
Yeah.
letting these people get comfortable for the last 10, 12 years. It's if y'all know I ain't lying. It's a straight line. It's a straight line back all the way to Lil JoJo case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a straight line all the way back. And I
And
tell
then
Hey,
not
you,
to
you
cut
right
you off,
about
not to
that,
cut you
Lord
off,
Timber
Big Dale,
Trail.
but you know how they've been dropping like certain videos and like not even just these Cook County videos, but like the supposed video that was supposed to be in Lil JoJo, like when the situation supposed to occur, like with the little tourist or whatever type of car that was supposed to be in. That's supposed to be him riding on the bike and the car supposed to roll past and you know what's supposed to happen after that. But I
right,
feel like a lot of those videos, they've been dropping that shit because like you say, they just lining shit up. And they letting you know that they know more than what you think they know. They got more than what a lot of people think they got. So to me personally, I feel like a lot of people should took heed to a lot of that shit and kind of like shied away from a lot of that shit they be putting on the internet and they be, you know, like on their platforms talking about. But a lot of these dudes, you know, they just speak on what they speak on. They don't know, like they implicating themselves in a lot of shit. And one particularly, I don't want to say his name, but you know what I'm talking about. The guy with
yeah,
the,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the COVID mask, man.
yeah. I know you talking about.
Yeah, man. Like I feel like he gonna be one of the main guys, and I don't want to wish nothing bad on him or nothing like that. But like I said, I feel like it ain't no coincidence.
Yeah, he
He
on
was
that
one
now
of the
running his mouth.
cooperating. He was one of the cooperating witnesses. You know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah,
been
yeah,
knowing that as long as he been knowing that, and not to go back on that, but just realistically, because that's what we're speaking about. Like he been knowing he been kind of like involved in that shit as long as he have, but he never got on his platform and told his viewers, you know what I'm saying, like what was going on. But he been speaking on a lot of other people, so it's like to me, I feel like have he been lining people up? Because if they
yeah,
tuned in with you like they tuned in with
yeah,
you, so most likely shit, like you say, they know what's going on. And if they
Yeah,
know you
that
got
boy.
a platform and they know you speak on a lot of shit that you speak on, then shit, I feel like they writing your chat like everybody else. You know
Man,
what I'm saying? They
man, you
listen and
did.
watch just as
Hey,
well as everybody else.
hey, I know he tried to line me up when he put that tape out talking about this me saying I killed
Mhm.
somebody or I told somebody to kill. I knew he was lining me up. I knew he tried to line me up with that bullshit. I just ain't fall for that bullshit because I knew it was a lie. The
Yeah,
people they had already grabbed me. I already had got they say now swipe and pay from federal reform. Listen, I had already got, yeah. I know, that's why I ain't said nothing. I know off top because they had already came and questioned me twice. You know what I mean? So I'm
mhm.
like, what the fuck is this? I'm just laughing at it. At the
Wow,
same time, already
that's
knowing,
crazy.
coming out saying that he didn't gave, he didn't gave the phone up, he done did different things like that. But at the same time, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The federal government don't play. Hey, anybody that's locked up, they have something on them. They not coming to get nobody on no host. They not coming to get nobody on no I guess. They ain't coming to get nobody on I think. Man, them people coming to get their man.
Yeah, I know.
They coming to get their man. And the thing about it is now, they putting little fillers out. They put little things out about, yeah, it was 5 other people got shot with that gun because they want people to panic. They want people to start running. They want people to start talking too much. Because they already got what they want. They already got what they need. Believe me when I tell you, they ain't dropping nothing that they don't want to be dropped. Ain't no, you
Mhm.
ain't getting no information from them people on no, oops, this was a mistake. It ain't none of that. You ain't finna, man, listen. You ain't finna do none of that. You hear me? You not finna do it.
Yeah, and they not gonna target you unless they know for sure that you got something that they want. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You gonna have
Exactly.
to have you got something that they want, and you gonna have to spill those beans. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna buy into what they talking about, playing to their hand,
Perfect.
or you can go the other route. And, you know what I'm saying? Take it on the
Yeah.
chin and just deal with it lawfully. But most likely, these dudes behind closed doors, shit, hey, spilling all the beans.
Man, them people conviction rate is the highest in the country.
Yeah,
So
man. And
you
I
already
believe
know it's over
I
with.
believe it's 100%. They say 98%, but it was a few loopholes. A few people kind of slipped through those cracks. But like with the Irv Gotti situation, I feel like they say he beat the feds, but at the same time, the feds really ain't want him. They wanted Supreme. They
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah,
The thing
yeah.
about it is he ain't beat the feds, he was broke.
yeah, right,
He was
exactly,
broke.
right.
Shit, if you left that motherfucker broke, you ain't won.
Yeah,
Shit.
they
Exactly.
they peeled his ass back like an orange,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, they kind of
They,
squeezed him and got him for all his finances.
man, they peeled this motherfucker mother cap back. They
Hmm.
ain't,
Ain't been the same ever since.
this motherfucker still crying about Ashanti.
Hey,
Yeah,
they left that boy with shoestrings on his pants. Jack.
yeah, he ain't even had
Mhm.
that. Hey, I'm just telling you though, everybody playing, everybody insinuating, everybody still doing the same shit like it's normal, like it's the normal day, the normal thing to do. Still talking about who killed you, still talking about who ran off with who, still talking about who robbed you. They still up in these guns, they still playing game. They about to
Yeah.
show us. They about to show us.
Hey! I just want to say one thing, man. I promise I'm gonna get off of this dude, man, because
No,
I
you
know,
ain't got
I
to
know
go
you
ahead.
don't want to. I know you don't want to speak on this dude, and I heard your
Hey,
old lady, in the background. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
say
But
that. Just don't
with
say
this
his name.
dude, man, you remember that interview he did with DJU, right?
Yeah,
And now he a convicted felon, right? He tell everybody all the time he a convicted felon and all that,
right,
right?
right.
Which obviously he don't have a
Oh, when he
permit. You
pulled
know
that
what I'm saying?
move out, yeah.
Yeah, when he put that move, man, on the national
A
platform.
whole 50. Yep.
And but these people already contacted you prior to this. So like what's going on here?
Hey,
Man,
listen.
What we
Hey, listen.
doing?
they put him out here.
What we doing?
He the catch.
Listen.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell y'all
Like,
these
to me,
things.
that speak volumes, man.
Catch and release.
Hey, listen. I've been trying to tell y'all this, but everybody else, like, nah, man, that's the old nigga on the end of that hating. I'm steady telling y'all, like, hey, man, ain't no way these dudes doing all this talking about all these unsolved murders. These murders is unsolved. These ain't no murders that somebody locked up for and they didn't got a body on. I've been saying that from day one when I got on here. I say, hey, y'all steady playing with these bodies like they cold. All dead bodies ain't cold. They only go cold when they got somebody for them. Now y'all
Mhm.
watch this. Y'all watch this. Y'all think it's a joke. People think it's a joke. Hey, hey, they finna do Chicago so bad. They finna do these boys so bad because the thing about it is, it's so many people sitting at home comfortable right now, think they really got away with the shit they done. That's deep for them to say that five other shooters had something to do with them same guns. That's deep, man.
Man.
That's deep.
Yeah,
That's deep.
they definitely I'm gonna say by next year. Man, look. Chicago, they finna make a example out this world out of Chicago, man.
Ain't no next year. Starting October. Next year too
Mm-hmm.
long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, listen. Antonio said the right shit. He said that's why they invented the internet, and that's real. And I'm gonna tell you why. Just think about it.
Internet
Think about this.
catch.
I'm gonna tell
That's right, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why that's
Internet.
true. You remember back in the days we had beepers and payphones, right?
Yep.
They couldn't crack it. They couldn't get it. They couldn't. It was too much work to try to get up on them cell phones, them payphones and them beepers.
Mm-hmm.
When cell phones first got started, I paid $1,400 for a cell phone.
Yeah.
Now you can get them motherfuckers free.
What you
Right.
have, big deal? You had that big VCR
That
joint.
brick. I had
That
that brick.
that
Yeah,
thing in the
with the leather
band.
case.
Yeah.
Only cell phone companies was US Sailor and damn, who was the other
The
one,
one
man?
who
Nokia.
was Illinois Bell, AT&T.
Yeah, it was one of them because it wasn't Sprint and
Nope.
uh
They weren't thought
it
of.
wasn't all that shit. I know it was US Sailor because that's what my first phone was. And I had to pay $1,400 for that
Might have been
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker.
Southwestern Bell or something like that.
So my thing is, and then a beeper, you remember a beeper was hiding the motherfucker, and they had got it to the point to where it's that you only could get so many beeps.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
How you knew a nigga was getting some money? They were like, hey man, you gotta come pay some more money on your beep. I'm like, what you mean? I thought beep was unlimited. Like, no, nigga, you done went over. I'm like, what? My man done had the beeper shop on 64th and College. That's when
Bad.
I had two beepers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
the
it
whole
was a
thing
time only doctors and lawyers had beepers.
on my mama. And you remember they used to just they wasn't the numbers wasn't coming past at first. It like different people had different code. It was like a beeper with a light on it. And it'll beep 2-3 times and you knew that was home. Or you know what I mean? It's like,
Mm.
man, people don't really understand why they made technology evolve like they did because people was using technology for different things. So my
Yeah.
whole thing is it's like now with the phone, they on every corner giving you a free phone.
Man, on the real.
Free phone, free tablet.
All that shit.
All that every 30 days because they want you to talk. They want you to do the lowest of the lowest with it.
I feel like
And
one of their main priorities with social media, and is to crack down on crime. Like you say, it's a database, bro. So even when you think you erase something, it ain't erased. Like when you erase your DMs or whatever post you might have made, whatever picture
Stanley
you might have
Travis
posted,
say Prime Co.
it
yeah,
stay in
it
the
was
it,
I had a
it
prime
stay
code,
in the
but
database.
it was way out the prime code.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of this shit
Nextel.
people do and say, they might think they erased it or might think it's gone, but it's a database that it stay in, man. And they can go
Man,
back
that's why it's
and
called
pull that shit up.
internet. Enter this net. Catch,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yo, put your
The World
neck on,
Wide Web.
man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, hey, loyalty and betrayal. So is there any truth to that? That they saying that it was that those guns that was used to kill Duck and 5 other shootings that's tied to him. Is there any truth to that?
Damn.
I'm talking to loyalty and betrayal because I know she gets to the bottom of it. Ain't no question.
Lord Tim Betrayal said social media is for trafficking. They said keep in touch with family. Who you think was keeping in touch
Yeah.
That's real.
with?
You showed that 2 years ago. Oh, okay. See what I'm saying? I try to tell y'all.
What they call it, the long arm of the law, big brother.
They got some long arms. They got-
Man.
hey man, listen. I be trying to laugh to keep them crying, man.
Man.
Cause I tell everybody, I think this shit coming a mile away, man, because everybody too freely with it. Like even with all these shooting, motherfuckers just outside shooting. They ain't throwing away the gun. They going to shoot somebody else with the same gun. It's just too much, man. It's just too much going on, man. Like everybody got comfortable, and that's what they like you to do. The feds want you comfortable, because the more comfortable you are, the more stupid stuff you gonna do. They want you comfortable.
So what would it be considered? Conspiracy? Like if you on these platforms and you talking reckless and you implicating yourself and you putting yourself on the scene, this, that, and the third, would it be considered conspiracy?
Yeah, yeah. It's called RICO.
Rico.
Suave.
And say not Rico, that's stay up the street, huh?
Oh, RICO. Ohio Minutes TV. What's the word? Hey, it's called RICO. You got to get that RICO. Racketeering and continuous, because they continuously lie on these motherfuckers, or they continuously tell their business. I ain't gonna say that. They continuously tell their business about who shot who and who did what and who did this and who the number one state, who the killer.
Man, look.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, what make y'all think it ain't gonna be no RICO? I just want to know. What make y'all think that they just let them go? Gosh, just let them have their way.
Hey, big bro. All I can say, big bro, they finna have a long line of motherfuckers in a single file line cuffed together like they going on a motherfucking field trip.
Hey, this how this shit gonna go. They gonna go grab Sausage Head now, and Big Tony them, and Little Tony them, and Cheese Head them, and
Baloney them.
Donut Gang.
COVID-19.
Go get Donut Gang, and they gonna go get Gang them, like Street TV said,
Right.
Street News TV. And when they get
Salute.
they get to get them in that room, ooh, they gonna tell them.
Oh man, they gonna tell
Man,
God on Jesus, man.
What's the name now?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, they gonna tell.
What's the word, baby?
Hey, they gonna tell God on Jesus, man.
Hey man, you ain't listening. Hey, you ain't listening. Hey, they gonna be like, I didn't shoot him though. Man, listen to me, man. When them people go to handing them numbers out, they go to handing them numbers out, man. Them people, hey man, listen.
Hey, they gonna be like, dude. They gonna be like, dude, on Instagram. What you doing? Why you doing me like that?
Oh my mama. Hey, Street TV News, man. They go to link, man. You got some time, pop up, right?
Hey,
They gonna be dropping more dimes than the Sprint lady.
Hey, they gonna be like that one shorty. This boy knew he was on the police camera. He didn't care. He said, "Man, I can call the motherfucker right now on my grandma, man."
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
Hey, look. Are you
Exactly,
talking about when they robbed that police lady?
Nah, you talking about fake.
No, I'm talking about them shouting them that robbed the police lady and killed her.
Man,
they friends turned them in.
Oh yeah, you talking about when they said that was their work?
Yeah, them friends say, man, my man them did that.
Yeah, them young niggas was wilding, man. And they do that shit for like a barbecue or something. They be trying to get some money together for a barbecue.
King Trap TV, what's the word? Listen, hey, he went to the police station and told, am I right or wrong, SNL TV? Then Shawty go to the police station and told them, hey, that was my homie them did that. And the police told, hey, man, get your ass out this station, man. Stop lying. You bullshit. Y'all think I'm playing? Hold on. And called him. Hey, wasn't that your work, man? You fucked the old girl up in. Hey, yeah, that was me. I did it. The police looking like, what?
Wow.
Don't get these stupid motherfuckers. So my thing is, oh yeah, hey, Ohio Minutes TV. The feds cold, boy. They cold. All they got a motherfucker do is say, yeah, motherfucker. And you in that conspiracy, they'll throw your ass in that motherfucker up. Let them sit. They'll figure it out.
That's it. That's all.
2-3 more years, you gonna start telling shit you thought you knew.
Man, look, big deal. Which you already know this, but I'm gonna make an example for the people in the chat that might not know. This how them people work, man. And I'm speaking from real situations that occurred. You can be the man. I can hit you up. And I can just be a nigga that don't know nothing, but I just know you got whatever you got. And I'm trying to just middleman my play. And I can hit you like, blase, blase, wooty woo, wappy wop. And I'm trying to get with big bro over here. But I ain't doing nothing. I'm just trying to link these little links together. There you have. Now, if they tapping your phone, I'm a part of this conspiracy now. And I'm gonna get just as much time as the main player.
Yeah, you get your ass
And
from
I
that
ain't
real.
did nothing. I ain't made nothing about $200-300.
Hey, look.
Right.
Hey, look. SNN TV, you still on here? Watch this, because he be doing his homework too. Watch this here. You remember we was talking about Alexander Cooper? We was talking about Ghost. How much time they gave his mama for tearing the Luna for?
Wow.
All she did, she was tearing the Luna for. They gave her 5 years. That's how cold the motherfucker feels is. I just was tearing the Luna for. Don't worry about it. We got 5 on for you. Go on in there. Other people ain't, hey, listen, man. Them people ain't finna play, man.
Man.
Them people ain't finna play.
I call them the head busters. When they come, shit, hey, they busting
Man.
head. And they coming simultaneously. When they come holler at you, they kicking your shit in at the same time. Run up in your shit 6, 5, 6 in the morning. 5, 6, 7, 8 different motherfuckers. They come to y'all shit at the same exact time.
Yup.
I'm gonna tell you just like this. You get in trouble with them people, man, just telling people, hey, sir, fly that plane low, real low. Low as you can fly it so I can jump. Let me jump. Let me get the fuck out y'all way. Man, you sitting there playing with these people talking about, I'm getting a lawyer. I'm fighting this out. Okay. They gonna show your ass you should have saved that little money for commissary.
Man, like I told you, if a nigga,
You
if
ain't
you see,
that, man. That should have been your one money.
yeah,
Them
man,
people
if
ain't
you
over no more, man.
if you see
I'm
a
telling you,
motherfucker,
it costs. I heard you even gotta have money to use the phone. Ain't no free calls in that motherfucker.
man, I'm trying to tell you,
I'm straight.
Yeah,
I'm just not that grown.
you gotta
That's
think about it, man. When you stand in front of them people and they say the United States government versus
I
so
keep
and so,
telling
so and
people.
so,
I keep telling people.
man, look, you in a fight, man.
It
A
ain't none
fight
of that.
that you ain't never fought.
Ain't none of that. The Cook County and no sausage head against the United States of America.
man,
You like, huh?
against the United States.
You like I didn't even do nothing. Yes, you did. Let us play it back for you. I'm telling you, everybody been just killer crazy. I'm gonna drive this nigga. I'm gonna shoot this nigga. Man, watch. Just watch.
Yeah, all the little young, you want to be super savage, shoot a nigga till the clothes catch on fire. You got something for your ass. Goddamn.
What's the word, family? Cadell, what's the word?
That's why I salute the ones, man, that's really still outside and really still involved, but don't deal with none of this social media shit and don't be on there, doing the most. I can't do nothing but take my head off to them, man, because
Yes, sir.
they doing it the right way, man. Best thing that they say, shit, silence and secrecy, right?
Yeah.
Hey, definitely exercise that number one, Jack.
Hey, I feel sorry for every motherfucker that put themselves on the scene. That's what I feel sorry for. Every motherfucker that sit there and say, I was there. You ain't gonna tell me.
Hey, see, I gotta be honest myself, Dale. I now understand what you used to be saying some years back when I used to be looking at you like, man, you ain't gonna say nothing, nigga. They used to be trying to tell me, no, little bro, look. That ain't how it go. I ain't understand what you said, what you was talking about. Now I
Hey,
see. I
I'm
see
like Rich,
now.
I'm like Richard Pryor. I I ain't said a motherfucking thing.
I see. Hey, I understand, man.
Brief dollar, what's the word, family? Hey, listen. I tell the motherfucker so quick, man. It wasn't me. Fuck y'all talking about. Man, motherfucker. Don't put me in my shit. That's just like a motherfucker telling you come out, we caught. No,
No, G. No, hey, you forgot about this one. Hey, G, come on now. They got us.
no, they got
They
you.
got us.
I ain't got no part of that shit. And what you telling my? I tell you, I seen the shorties ride. I'ma take the people food, shaking my head. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I had to do this live tonight, and you know I don't like doing them back to back, but I'm watching all this shit, and I'm watching people steady talk. Ooh, they think it's a goddamn joke.
Yeah, this gonna be juicy.
They think it's a joke. That's their TV. What's the word, baby? Hello?
What's good with you?
What's the word, baby?
Could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey.
Hold on, gang. Oh, okay. I ain't even know I was on. I had
Yeah,
to
Hey,
go
we
on
can
here.
see you, Jack.
would you tell these people you did your homework on Alexander Cooper? Would you tell them Ghost Mama got 5 years just for tearing the Luna for it, man?
Yeah, hell yeah, she got that time.
For
Hell
tearing the
yeah.
Luna, man,
Yeah,
would you tell him that?
you the one who put me on Buddy. I had never even heard of dude.
Yeah, but you knew how to. I told you because I knew you were going that motherfucker and dissect it. And you went in
Yeah,
that motherfucker and dissected his ass. I'm like, damn, he got his ass down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
yeah,
like,
you know
man,
how
get
you.
his ass.
Yeah, yeah, you know I don't play. I don't play.
Hey, that's why I gave it to you. I got another motherfucker for you though. It's gonna
Yeah,
blow your mind. I just
Drill
had
season.
it
What
out.
up, though?
Hey,
yeah,
listen,
what's good?
man, but would you tell them they finna fuck Chicago up? Cause they don't believe me.
You know what it's finna be.
Man,
What
I'm
they say?
trying to tell
What they say? Motherfuckers finna sing like the Temptations.
Man,
man,
Be
they don't
fine.
5
believe
heartbeats.
Look out, baby, cause here I come.
I'm telling you.
And you know I'm gonna tell on you, so get ready.
Hold on. Hey,
On
hey,
nigga.
hey, look, dog, hold on. They finna be like, it was the 3rd of September.
The day I'll always
Right,
remember. Yes, I will.
Hey, look,
That was the day that my freedom died.
hey,
Hell
hey, look,
no.
I ain't
Hey,
never seen so many motherfuckers want to put themselves in the mix though.
and you know what's crazy, Dale? On my mama, Joe. Hey, yeah, a lot of these niggas, man, I've been knowing about for years, bro. A lot of niggas been talking to the police and shit. But I don't even be putting that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Cause
right,
shit
right,
like that, I had did some shit about Tay. Man, motherfuckers got on my ass. Oh, you got fake paperwork, you got this, you got that. And I
right.
was on some shit like, shit, if I'm gonna get on here and talk about the next man told, no matter if I fuck with the nigga or not, man, the nigga told, he told, you know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? So
exactly.
I had stopped doing the shit. So the
Right.
white boy come out and start doing the shit, everybody jump on his dick. So I'm like, man, this shit crazy, man.
Hey, but
The
you
white
know
boy
something.
1090 Jake started exposing motherfuckers. Everybody just jumped on his dick. I'm like, damn.
You know
Yeah.
something. I'm glad you said that, bro. And that's why I've been rocking with you ever since I seen your shit. And I still rock with you right now today. Cause one thing, niggas be thinking like, cause you gone, they counted you out. That's the first
Yeah,
mistake. That's the first mistake. Second of all, niggas don't want to do that shit because it's you. They don't want to
yeah,
jump on that. They don't want to push that shit. They hate the fact to see that damn, this motherfucker can unbury himself. He could come back. He could do this.
yeah,
It's always us that don't want to be amongst each other. So when you
yeah,
did the same shit that his dude doing, it is wrong. And I tell motherfuckers that with the same shit. And that's why I keep laughing. That's why I keep saying it. Did nobody believe in no peace? Ain't nobody believe in that shit. I've been talking about that shit forever. I ain't
Yeah.
never detour away from that shit. I told them, motherfucker, that's the only way we can get somewhere. Now motherfuckers are making whole lives about it. Yeah, such and them finna have peace. They finna do that. You niggas
Yeah,
opportunity.
motherfuckers ride with it like, you know what I'm saying? Cause they see Tay Savage and J Man, but shit, I said that shit in my life, like Big Dale been talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like I said this a long time ago, bro. A regular nigga can get on the motherfucking internet and say the realest shit in the world, bro, and ain't nobody gonna pay it attention. And
Mama.
then a nigga like NBA YoungBoy can hear that nigga and go and preach the same message, bro, and goddamn everybody, oh, this nigga the realest nigga to ever say a word. Like, bro, that ain't even, that man wasn't even, that ain't even his shit. He got it from another
Man.
nigga. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Man.
saying? And I ain't
Hey,
gonna lie, bro. Like I said, bro, I talk about this a lot, bro. I fuck with the nigga trenches news, you know what I'm saying? Cause I like seeing when the motherfucker come from up out of nothing, you know what I'm saying?
right, right.
And but I just don't like when the motherfucker steal your shit or steal another motherfucker shit, bro. Plagiarize some shit, basically, bro, and don't give a motherfucker they credit, bro. You
That's
know what I'm
my
saying?
whole
Yeah.
That's
that's
that, yeah,
my whole
that ain't no real nigga shit, bro.
Hey,
You know, and
if you tuned in, not to cut you off, SN, man, but if you tuned in and you tapped in with the culture, then you know
yeah,
everybody know that been paying attention or been watching dude shit. Everybody know, man. You birthed that dude, man. You mean just my personal opinion, like he a branch off your tree. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
man. A
he a
lot of
branch
these
off your
niggas is,
tree.
you know what I'm saying?
This just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I ain't saying it everybody else feel, but he a branch off your tree, man. Everybody know who really goaded. You know what I'm saying? He a branch off
yeah,
your
cold
tree.
about it though. The coldest thing about it though, SNN, and why God gonna always keep you right, cause what you just said out your mouth, bro. And that's another reason why I don't hate the nigga. I just can't never do nothing with him or be around him. Like he I can coexist with him, but far as like sitting down and doing something with him, never in life, because the man that played with my life too many times. The man went from talking about I trying to get somebody to backdoor him to talking about I had somebody killed and he got the tape of it and all that type of shit. Shit that men don't do. Real men
yeah,
don't do shit. You know what I mean? And it's like to it's no extent that he won't go through to try to destroy or cover up a lie. And a lying
yeah,
motherfucker is the dangerous motherfucker in the world, man. This man still talking about some shit with E-Dog, and that shit happened. That shit happened at the beginning of the summer. It's finna be the winter time. He's still trying to prove some shit with E-Dog. I done did 9,000 other videos with E-Dog. I ain't thinking about that motherfucking shit. To whereas that I'm steady trying to prove who he did and what he did. So I just had E-Dog in the room with some Latin Kings and some other GDs. Do you hear me talking about? I took E-Dog over here. I made sure E-Dog was safe. Nah, we all men. We got each other back. We all each other brothers. We gonna make sure everybody else straight. We in that motherfucker as men. We finna do
yeah,
something again. We moving as men. We trying to put the whole Chicago in the right perspective and move this shit the right way. So we can show these kids, look, man, this ain't what's really going on. This is what's really happening. Man, they finna fuck our city up. We finna lose so many young black brothers on the front line to where it's that we already got all these motherfucking illegal asylum seekers in our neighborhoods from New York to Chicago to any of these inner cities. They finna roll so many motherfuckers up to where that who really gonna defend these neighborhoods? Who really gonna defend what's really going on? We always said, baby, people ain't looking at the big picture. I am though.
yeah.
Hey, Big Deal.
Bro.
Hey, Big Deal. What would be your advice to a lot of these dudes, man? Like as far as what you saying, and to try to like get the fuck on, or to kind of like
No, man.
get out the way. What would be your advice?
Right now, my advice would be to duck your motherfucking taco. I'm telling you, duck your taco. I'm ducking mine, and I know I ain't did shit. I'm just ducking it because it's too easy. It's too easy for them to double back and just grab motherfuckers up and slash motherfuckers up and do different shit if you got to look at the program that's being laid down and what's being played, man. Anytime that they saying they letting the illegals, they can come vote now. They can come get jobs now. They can get cribs with no doc without being U.S. citizens. We've been here all our life, but we can't do that shit. We've been here broke. We've been here fucked up. We've been homeless. We've been displaced. They ain't doing none of this shit for us to step up to be able to have these type of guarantees.
Real shit. I said they could be police now.
Yeah, they could be Illinois State Police. You ain't know that?
Without a motherfucking green card. That's crazy.
Green card.
Man.
But hey, if you ask me my advice, bro, I say, bro, these niggas need to cut their losses.
Yeah.
Everybody that died, bro, they done died. Ain't no all that get back shit, bro. It really ain't no such thing as that, bro, because everybody losing. You know what I'm saying?
I keep saying,
need to link up and get some money together. Do skits together and shit, bro.
That's
link
it.
up and get blog together, bro.
That's it.
Half of them can't rap, no way.
Hey, they ain't gonna be whooping my ass, man. I gotta go. I gotta go.
What they be over whooping, bro. Like y'all need to just go on, get the fuck all that bullshit, bro. Just do y'all thing, bro, and use the internet for what it's for. Monetize yourself, bro. Exactly. Do you know how much money? Do you know how much money the city of Chicago can generate if niggas just put the guns down, bro?
A lot.
Hey,
a hell of a lot,
bro. It'll get real crazy, and then Chicago will really be the mecca for real.
Hey,
like,
can't let us there. Drop that link.
I already dropped it. Hey, SNN TV. So you see what I'm trying to do then, right? I'm working it right now with Drill. She's supposed to give me at the end of the month. But that's what I'm on. I'm trying to put a mixtape together with all drill artists from every down to every set it is. But I'm trying to get them to sit down at the table to understand it ain't gonna work if we don't all go at this money together. So the star was what I started with 360 Pooh, E-Dog. So next week we finna add some drill girls in on it. And then we just gonna keep adding people to where we can get together and get one. We're gonna drop one single. And then they gotta talk. They ain't talking money, then we just gonna take over the internet.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice, though. That's gonna be nice. I'm on. That's gonna be. Nah,
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's a good idea, bro. I can't wait till that drop. Real talk.
You ain't see the video with them in the studio?
Hold on, bro. Where your phone?
Yeah, he on your heels like your ankles.
I got a lot going on, right? Let me grab it.
Deep Chief, what's the word?
I had a friend of mine that come over and he went to go leave and the door shut on him so hard that it about buzzed his nose. Yeah, he sat down and
I love for one.
Do it again. He said, no, thanks. And I'm like, yeah, I can.
Okay. Hey, how long for the pizza gonna be here? All right.
Hey, that's it.
All right. What you said?
You ain't see that? You ain't see that? That song we dropped with them in the booth together. 360
Oh yeah. I know. I seen look like E-Dog and 360 Pooh.
Yeah, man. Watch the rest of it though. What? It ain't over.
Yeah.
Lord to the trail. Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna get nasty around here.
Hey, King Nutter, what it do?
Motherfuckers acting like a lot of motherfuckers acting like they like to see that shit. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't gonna like to see that shit because now y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. Now y'all got to be creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what separates me from a lot of motherfuckers. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't got no creativity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And that's
I'm gonna write a book. Yeah, they gonna try to write a book. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I never put out none of my ideas on the internet no more, man. Because these niggas just run with a nigga idea then. Like they just this was all them. You know what I'm saying? But now they got the AI shit out now, so you know you can tell that shit to do anything. That you damn near tell that motherfucker suck your dick. That bitch gonna do it.
Find a way to do it.
Yeah, that shit there a little far out. But yo, man, hey, it was good chopping it up with y'all, man. I gotta get ready to go. I got these kids in here and shit.
SNTV, I just want to say shout out to you, bro. I've been watching your content from the beginning, man, and I've been watching the messages you've been putting out there from the jump, brother. And I just want to say much respect, brother. Much respect.
Oh man, much respect to you too, bro. And I appreciate that love, man. Salute. And salute to everybody on the panel, man. And salute to Big Dale, especially, man. But they see it, and it ain't no way you shouldn't have more subscribers than you got, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real, you know. But hey, it is what it is. Everybody know, you know.
Hey, SNTV.
Always come to the light. It always gonna come to the light. You know what I'm saying?
SNTV, what you were just saying, brother, about even like what you saying, like some of these cats can't rap, man. I remember watching them Zach TV interviews, right? When they'll be like, man, how long you been rapping? Oh, I've been rapping for about a year. I'll be like, yeah, I can tell. I can tell you've been rapping for only a year. I can tell.
They always, I've been rapping. They've been rapping about 10 years for real. I just started taking it serious last year. Come on.
Yeah. And it's no talent, man. Like you said, it's a lot of sheep out here, man. You put out something, everybody just trying to follow it. Don't nobody really have a mind of their own. And that's a real big problem.
Hey. No, hell no. You know what I'm saying? That's the major problem for real. Everybody monkey see, monkey do, man. This ain't nothing original no more. You know what I'm saying?
And they get mad at me as I'm gonna let you get out of here because I know you gotta go. But they get mad when I say that. I say, look, man, every motherfucker mad at me because I want my channel different. I go down the town and everybody talking about the same shit. I ain't talking about that same shit. I'm straight on that. Whatever y'all do, that's y'all business. But I'm trying to talk about some other shit, and I'm trying to bring truth to light, man. I'm really trying to save some lives. So it ain't, hey, if the channel catch up, it catch up. But if it don't, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tap dance, kill my soul, and I ain't finna fuck my integrity up for no motherfucker, no other shit going on. I told eventually everybody gonna sing my song. Everybody gonna talk about.
That's why I said I was looking at it was like 3-4 days ago. Or it might have been longer than that. It was some had came out. Oh, the King Von, you know what I'm saying? When dude got his charges dropped.
Right.
And I went to look, and it was about 90 fucking videos. Everybody reporting on this. I said, you know what? I'm finna just stop doing that report shit. Cause see, that ain't in my lane anyway. See, you know, be careful, you'll get caught up in the bullshit too.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I got caught up in that, but I had to look at myself in the mirror. What the fuck is you doing?
No, you know what it is. You know what it is. That's
I do documentaries, bro. I don't do that shit.
Right.
I really just try to do that shit a little bit to keep some type of content, in between me doing my documentaries. But if I ain't posting no documentary from now on, I'm finna just stop even doing that shit.
Hey, I'm ready though. Hey, when you ready, call me. I'm ready for you. Just call me. I'm ready for you.
All right, for sure, my
Whenever you ready, just call me. I'm ready for you.
Yeah, it's like,
hey, bro, you was gonna say something?
Yeah, SNTV. I was just gonna say, man, it's easy to get caught up in that algorithm, man. Because even like besides OG Big Dale, like a lot of that, besides his channel, your channel, and probably a couple more, man. I got to take a step back, man, because that shit gets in your psyche when you keep watching that over and over again, and all of these different content creators that's talking about the same thing and all of that. And a lot of the times they be trying to be the first ones to report up on it and don't even have their facts straight. They just trying to be the first ones to get content out there to get views and everything. Because I've been watching your Chirac Street Legends from the jump and how everything was well detailed, and you went into from their upbringing on how they came up, and your international steppers videos, because Soldier Slim was my boy. I loved it when you did that one. So like, yeah, man, it's just.
Let me say this though. All that things that he do, them people ain't here no more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Them people ain't here no more, man. He don't put no shit out with no motherfucker walking around and moving around and still breathing. He don't put no motherfucking place where no motherfucker be going no motherfucking jail. And he don't put himself in place with that shit. So man, that's why I say the man don't do what they do.
Man, SN TV content got substance, man. Got substance, got a message, and it's educational, man.
Yeah, that's how I try to act.
That's my personal opinion. I've been tapped in from the
knew,
beginning, bro.
Y'all knew the type of shit, man, I go through when I do a video. Like, everybody asks me, like, man, do a video on E-Dog. I'm not finna get on here and talk about who E-Dog killed, what he did and this and that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to court, man. I'm not going to court. Like, folks ain't finna ask me how I know this and how I know that. But when I don't do that, I give y'all what y'all want. I might do a video on E-Dog, and when I don't tell them, he did this, he did that. Oh man, that video wasn't nothing, man. You ain't giving out enough detail. No, what you really want to is I ain't talking about the shit that he was doing in the streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't snitch on that man. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime you want to holler at him, man, you with me every other day.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is hit me, man. That man, I put you right in the phone with him. That ain't shit. I ain't no gatekeeper. I don't do all that old weak ass shit niggas be doing. I ain't want that shit. I want to see Shorty eat just like I want to see the other shorties on my other side eat. I don't got no side. I want all of them. I want all of them to get a bag. I want them to ball. Any nigga ever was around me. That's my main purpose.
But hey, I got like 8 more months. Wait till I touch down, damn. My mama, I'm finna go crazy. Then I'm finna do some shit these niggas can't even. They ain't even got the mind.
What I don't like
though?
You know what I don't like? What you be saying? You be saying I ain't no I in team. I told you to call me.
Yeah. I feel you. Real shit. Hey man, but it's all love though, bro.
Yeah, love. We gonna lock horns.
Yeah, I'm gonna get at you. I'll be home. I'll be home tomorrow, and then I go back Sunday. So I'm gonna get at you tomorrow.
All right, I'm waiting on you.
Love, family.
All right,
for sure.
All right, be easy.
All right, that's from TV.
Yeah, it's like people don't be understanding, man. Real recognize real. I don't be having to say nothing, man. You know what I mean? I don't have to say nothing. I don't have to play no type of games. It's like I just want to wake these people up. Like everybody think this shit a joke. Boy, them people finna rattle some cages.
Well, what you was saying with that big deal, I was breaking that down to my brother, and I broke that down to him months ago when he was like, "Man, ain't about to be no RICO charges because it ain't really no mobs out here no more. It's renegades." I was like, "You don't understand? They turning these renegades into mobs just so they can hit them with the RICO." I'm like, it ain't.
What's the word, baby?
I'm like, it ain't. I'm like, you saw what happened over there with O Block? Did that say Black Disciple Nation? No, that said O Block.
That's the RICO.
That's a RICO.
Man.
That's the RICO right there.
I'm like, they turning these cliques into mobs so they can RICO them. They turning them into organized crime to RICO them.
FBG, that's the RICO.
Mm-hmm.
Only here the cheap crackers. That's the RICO.
All the PG-13.
Once you put a name on it, that's when the problem occurs.
That's right. That's the RICO.
Mm-hmm.
Like when niggas was hustling on the street, the worst thing they could do is start naming their shit. We Eminem, or we Charlie Bad. Oh
like
yeah,
Sandman.
all right. What's the combination we need? Operation Charlie Bag now. You know what I'm saying? Now they roll your ass up in that RICO. Now you sit there. I'm like, man, I was getting $30 a day, man. What the fuck I'm sitting this motherfucker? I'm just keeping it funky, man.
No, that's real though.
Yeah, you're right. Loyalty betrayal right. She said if they don't give him a RICO, they gonna give him a conspiracy. It's the same thing. Motherfucker all for.
And all of this was for what? This wasn't. All of this was for nothing. All of this was for nothing. All of these like All of this stuff could have been resolved easily with just some more communication. But too many people want to, they let their egos get involved. They want to prove that they harder than the next man. And this ain't even the funny thing is a lot of this ain't even over no money. This is
Nah, look,
childhood
bro.
beefs where somebody that
Look, bro.
got their ass whooped and ran back
Nah,
and get
look,
a
bro.
gun and started a war.
Hey, 18 letter. No, look,
You,
bro. You wrong.
you ain't lying.
You wrong. No, he is. He wrong. Because that ain't what it's about. It was all about money. That's what was the whole thing. It was all about the greed of the money. They all was already friends. They was all friends. The money played a part in it, man. Y'all don't understand. This shit didn't go on to Chief Keef Blue.
Yep.
Nobody don't want to look at this shit for full face value. Don't nobody want to honestly keep this shit
Man,
100.
that's a great point. Cause I wanted not to cut you off, but that made me want to ask the question: how was the climate before TQ Blue?
It wasn't
They
like it wasn't nothing of what it is. It
all
wasn't.
I,
together.
I'll put
Mm-mm.
it this way. For me, with me being a lot younger, it seemed more chilled and like it was still some low key, even though the structure been long gone, it still was like kind of low key remnants of that still left. It wasn't nobody trying to be super wild clicked and we linking with this and we linking with that and drill kit. It wasn't like that.
So
Mm-mm.
the word op and all that wasn't even a thing
It
before.
No,
wasn't
we
even nope.
opposition been in our
This the thing though. This
opposition
the
been
thing.
in our lingo.
But this
That's
the
been
thing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that's
But
been part of that's been part of our lingo from the beginning of time. Opposition was, a rival organization. That was
Oh,
that didn't just start with the shorties. That's been part of Chicago. They took it and they
Yeah. Our
mixed it into
lingo
something
forever,
else.
but
yeah,
wasn't
but we want to
wasn't
use the
nobody
word.
running around saying it like that. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying?
Nah. Wasn't nobody
We want to
using
use
op. Wasn't nobody using op for an individual. That was
Yeah.
that was for organ. That was for a rival
listen,
mob.
Mm-hmm.
let me break this documentary down to y'all just a little bit. I don't give y'all a little bit. I just keep getting y'all a little teaser. The war ain't started to the JoJo and the motherfucking BDK movement against Keith.
Yep.
Now, y'all go do y'all motherfucking homework.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna leave it at that.
We seen it, bro.
Y'all wait on this documentary. I'm gonna tease the shit out y'all till I get ready to drop this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all do y'all homework. It wasn't none of that. All them boys was together.
Party.
Def Jam took him, left everybody else, and that's when the distance started. Come on, man. Vaughn was over there with them. Everybody was all together. They was making their music, man.
Mm-hmm.
You go back and look at their music when they was F.Y.B. and they was Cowboy Gang and all that shit. Them boys was dancers. Them boys was not talking about shooting or killing no motherfucker. All their videos from E-Day, all they doing it, they in there jumping around, doing a lot of hollering and shaking them little short ass dreads they was trying to shake. There ain't no motherfucker gonna tell me that shit ain't had nothing to do with that shit wasn't about no, that shit was about money. Motherfuckers was
Yeah.
broke. Niggas was fucked up.
Yep.
That's why Dirk and them got into it and went and keep them crib like that. Because Dirk
Mm-hmm.
wanted him to bond him out. He was the first nigga with the bread. He had the bread. He had the deal before Dirk any of them did.
Yep.
Him and
right.
Reese, y'all ain't doing y'all homework. That's because y'all picked up on that shit. Y'all picked up on that shit as that shit was already gone. I was right there when that shit started. That's why I
Right.
say, looking at these niggas like, this shit ain't going on.
Front row seat, man.
Come on,
Yep.
man. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm telling y'all where that shit was birthed at. Now all that other shit, other motherfuckers just talking. I'm telling you where it was birthed at. Them little motherfuckers was just young, man. They ain't know nothing about no motherfucking money. They ain't know nothing about shit. I keep telling y'all, if you go back and look at the first interview that Zach TV did with L.A. Capone and that other boy, what's his name, that's locked up.
Rondo #9.
They was talking about 50-cent cakes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then he asked, start talking about ops. Who y'all into it with? Come on, man. Y'all, y'all ain't, man, y'all, yeah, man, y'all, hey, motherfuckers, I don't know if they history hazy or they just want to play these type of games, but I'm gonna break that shit down from day one. And that's the shit that ain't nobody talking about and everybody playing crazy about. You gotta talk about what really happened, what really went on. They all was just babies.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, but they was babies. They ain't know nothing about no money. Them boys was trying to get money for pants, get money for
Yep.
clothes. They ain't even, they weren't even playing
Motherfucking true
with guns.
religions and shit.
They
Yeah.
weren't playing with
Yep.
guns yet. Come on, man.
Nope.
That went on. Them boys was playing with grown niggas. That's how all that shit got in it. I'm telling you.
Hey, you know who one person that I feel like was one of the pioneers of the drill, the whole drill culture from the beginning that I don't hear a lot about was like for us the music side of it, DJ Ken, the Chinese dude.
Oh,
On
you
the
don't even
beat,
hear
on the
about
beat
him no more.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the producing side, you don't even hear about him no more.
Hey, he played his part, but you gotta remember, them black motherfuckers came in from Def Jam.
Mm-hmm. Interscope. Yep.
Them black motherfuckers came in from Def Jam, which was street niggas, and I'm talking about Jay Boogie now. See,
Mm-hmm.
niggas, man, I ain't telling my stories, Jack. Well, y'all just don't know. Niggas, man, listen, and I hate using the word niggas. People really forgot because people don't see. People saying drill started in 2010 and 9. Man, drill was jumping in '03, '04.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They
Yep.
talking about when they started getting what a killer came into there. It was a movement. Like people don't even understand. Drill got in Atlanta because of Pac-Man.
Yep.
Pac-Man and Bump J, man. People don't even know how drill got down there. They weren't doing no
Yep.
drill. Man, what's the name there? Rockefeller them stole that from folks now, man.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. And
All that I get hard in the paint,
they
nigga.
was
That whole that
he was
energy,
rocking
that's our
with
shit.
he was rocking with Count and LEP. It was two
Mm-hmm.
Leros that killed the LEP. Both
Yep.
of the
Look.
Leros LEP got killed.
Yep.
Yep,
Man, people don't
Laro, that
My
was
little
man.
homies.
Hey,
Yep.
I just be laughing when people be talking about they drill historians and I found it in the drill. I just be sitting there listening, like, yeah, okay. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Laro,
you had
aka Pac,
Laro,
yeah, Laro
then
from Pro City, and the
you
other
got
Laro
you
from the low
you
end.
got you got Law still living. Little
Yeah,
Law, the original
exactly.
LEP, you know.
One up, the first Laro, he was from the Ickies, but he stayed on 57
Yeah,
Calumet.
yeah, I know what you talking about.
He was one of my guys, man. I just be listening to let niggas talk. Like, all right. I be getting tired of getting in arguments and all that. I'm just waiting to put this document out right. And
Man,
I ain't
like I said, dear, you had a front row seat, man, and I know you
and
did.
I ain't
We
putting it on
both
you.
did.
It's going to Tubi or Netflix.
Hey, Dale,
Everybody off foot.
would Lil S be considered to be a part of the drill
Hell
culture?
no. Hell no.
Now, just a question. Just a question.
Hell no. That shit was drill was already formed and no, them niggas got in and it was on some shooting and some other shit. That shit ain't had nothing to do with that shit, man.
Okay, okay, okay. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I was from Pocket Town.
With the one eye.
Yeah, that's my man brother, Pyru.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know what you talking about. What's the word, D?
Man, what's good with it?
Oh, coolin',
You know, I
man. Hey,
always enjoy the content, homie.
man. Hey, the radio, what's the word? What's happening
I
with
just
you
want
tonight,
to,
man?
no, I just want, like I said, I just, was out and about with the wife, man. Was listening in and just letting you know, man, shit. I know, I personally don't know any of Chicago history and all of that shit other than we listen, shit, excuse me. We listened to Twister back in the day, Do or Die.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's as far as the gang shit, yeah, I got homies that came down to Texas, at that, during those times that, was on the on the for real about what they did as far as the GDs, and they, as GDs, I didn't know any folks or anything, any lords or anything at that time. But but the thing is, man, just listening. Hey, salute to the panel, man. Just before we even crack anything off, salute to the
Hey, shout
panel.
out to you, brother. Just like you was
Lord,
listening
Lord.
to
What's up?
Twister,
What's up?
just like you was listening to Twister and Do or Die, we was listening to UGK and the Ghetto Boys up here.
Already, already, and a lot of we sit say, okay, well, this happened when this happened. Man, a lot of this shit was happening already, man. We just wasn't paying attention to it
Exactly.
because it was already in the makings, but we didn't know that it was going to have the ramifications that it's had, especially like with them the FBGs and the Ducks, and I mean the Bonds. Those guys, we listened to a lot of guys that were influential through their music, right? And we tried, in this being from an older generation, so I can only imagine what the younger generation, as far as when this drill shit came about,
Yeah.
them guys figured, and that's what. But at the same time, when I say without the labels, without them, being marketed by a label, because they were already marketed in their areas, in their regions, in their neighborhoods. So you know what I'm saying? That they took off, but because of that gap that happened during the '90s, as far as like leadership and structure, shit, it's kind of fucked up to say, but hell, and we played a good part of not being there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because we chose not to be there, which you can look at that however you want to, but because we lived a life, and these youngsters that was coming up under us.
GH3 say, Big
Yeah.
deal. What do you
I was
think?
trying to wait.
Okay, homie, to get through. Yeah,
Yeah. But I think his phone cut off. Go ahead. You can read it. Go ahead.
they say, big deal. What do you think we can do to influence our younger generation to not inherit certain conflicts that are passed down?
Save them from that op shit. Save them from thinking that they part of that shit that went on. Like I had to tell Shoebox now when they was getting into it with Dutchy now and trying to get into that shit with Cash now. I'm like, listen, y'all ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Y'all kids. Why y'all trying to inherit that old shit? That's old shit that went
That
on with them.
Diddy.
You know what I mean? We have to grab our young youth now and try to work with them and deal with them strongly as we can. You understand what I'm saying? We can't take our hands off them like we did when we dropped the ball in '95 and '96. See, we dropped the ball when them motherfuckers, when them little came and started knocking tacos off. We all started tucking our tacos, and we lost a whole generation like that. And when I say lost a whole generation, I mean literally, we lost a whole generation. We all them kids dead and gone. So now we got these new kids, this new generation coming up, and they trying to feed them the same grass that they fed the old generation. We got to burn all that. We got to stop all that. We got to let them know, look, man, it's cool to talk to each other. It's cool to be with each other because that's how they really started off. And we got to stand on it firmly.
Crazy.
Yeah, he might have to
Yeah, you
go
might have
out
to
and come back in.
DC.
His joint jacked up.
Hey, the radio, you right. We do need to be waiting on no matter. But at the same time, I can't do it by myself. We got to move as a unit. We got to move as a whole. You know what I mean? I can't keep being the only one talking about peace. Everybody got to do it like they starting to do now. Everybody's starting to say, yeah, okay, peace. We got to have peace. We got to do peace. See, a lot of people think peace ain't marketable. People think having peace won't create no finance or create a better way, but it will because it gives people enough time to actually think and really let things really resonate in their mind the right way because you ain't always on go. When you always on go, you overthinking. You're gonna pass something, you're gonna snap, or you're gonna do something that might be out of character. But if you got time to think about peace and you got time to think about, no, look, I shouldn't go that way, it should be a different way. And until then, man, we ain't gonna get nowhere until we get like that. What y'all think? Y'all agree?
I agree
Yeah,
a hundred
like I say,
percent,
I
man.
agree.
I agree. I agree to a certain extent. And the thing is, big deal, we got to really separate the negative people because how can we have peace when some of these people ain't got peace within themselves? You
That's a
see what
very
I'm
That's
saying?
what
valid
I'm
point.
Because you got
about teaching them, man.
yeah. I
Because
mean,
you, you
I'm
think
all
this,
for it.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why I never gave up on nobody. Man, when I was a kid, man, I was terrible, man. I used to have to sit down and look outside myself
Man,
at the things that I used to do. And I thank God that he didn't take his hands off of me. Or he didn't shuffle me in the deck to where it's that he didn't shuffle me in the deck to where people just boxed me out or gave up on me and felt like, man, he negative, I'm gonna just shift him to the side. He ain't do that. He put me in arms of people that was willing to work with me, willing to understand
man,
me. That's why I never give up on nobody. Why I never separate people because I know everybody deserves a chance. Some people just need a little bit more attention than that others do. So we
you
can't
right
say
about that.
negative and we're
No,
gonna do this because if we start off, I don't know how many black people that ain't negative.
see
You
that's the
don't think
thing.
you'll be
That's
negative? You get up in the morning, you hungry. Your way of living is terrible.
no.
Your
I
kids,
agree.
you just man.
Hey,
I
Big
agree.
Dale,
You
can
can
I
you
can
can
I
just start off.
interject?
You can just start off asking black folks this simple question because I know how I feel about me. You can ask some black people like, "Let me ask you a question, little shorty. Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself?"
But that's a question I never ask them. You know why I never
Mhm.
ask them? I don't have to ask them because the way they treat their body, the
No,
way
just
they treat
Mm-hmm.
themselves.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, have them
But
think and really.
a lot of these shorties though, let me say something though. And this is what we be forgetting sometimes about how we was. A lot of these shorties, you gotta do more listening than you ever can do talking to them. And the reason being, they've been out here so long fending for themselves, man.
No, I
They
agree.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
yeah,
hey, check this out, man. I want to address DH3 because the comment you made is very valid. And as far as peace, peace isn't marketable only because the mainstream, the record labels are not promoting that. So
right.
we have to take the power from them as far as being foot soldiers in what we do. To is everything anything that's really worth doing is gonna always have an uphill battle,
Man.
no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? And because we don't have the money to back us, but what we do have is the reputations that are on the line here, like yours, Big Dale. Mine. I'm not sure if you guys on the panel, but we as I would say generals
Yeah, for
can
sure.
sit back and reach back. We don't have to. We some of those that come up under us, we may not be able to reach, but that doesn't mean we're not able to bring the peace because there are those that we can reach that are in our inner circles or in our inner neighborhoods that can be just as effective. You think about it. You look at a 6ix9ine. You think that guy came up in a neighborhood that was just on some grimy shit, but yet he became one of the most influential voices,
Loyalty and
even
betrayal.
even
You
though
right
he's on
about
some
that.
bull. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. We don't they don't pick the ones that are now as of lately, they've been picking the ones that are in there in the trenches and say, okay, well, he's making noise. Well, he's gonna be that influential, guy to continue the death and destruction in that particular section. Whereas if we can reach them and talk to them and say, hey man, is this what this is really about? When you say you don't ask, do you I mean, not saying you don't ask, but the question isn't do you love yourself?
Right,
You know,
right.
do you love your people? And just the word people is such a general word that it can span across anything. It can mean family, it can mean associates, it can mean friends. Do you love those around you? Without and you have to also take into consideration. I was listening to somebody talk about um the word ops. Yeah, and somebody also countered and said opposition as far as a word has been around, but it's just being used in the
Yeah,
mainstream.
yeah,
Well, you know what else? You know what else got to happen, man? Just to put it all in a nutshell, and everybody can chew on it and think about it later on. Uh,
Hmm.
two things we got to do is reprogram, because we all they done been programmed, man. Everything done been programmed, so everybody
Hmm.
reprogram, and two, and sow a seed into these babies, just like Dale said. I know what he talking about firsthand because I was something else. You dig? I'm still a work in progress, but I
yeah,
was something else, man. I know what I was, and I done came a long way because somebody took the time out to put their arms around me and so into me. You dig what I'm saying? And I give my hey, Pastor Corey Brooks, if he wouldn't have never did that, I don't know where I'd be right now. I'd probably
man,
be dead or somewhere with 150 years of still, sitting in somebody's living room waiting on them to come home. You did,
man. I'm
you
telling you,
did.
Nah,
So
that's real talk.
all that other stuff, man, that don't, man. You just gotta grab these babies, man, and sow a seed into them, man, and go from there, man. All that old other stuff, man, ain't that that ain't gonna work, Jack.
Yeah, I
Well,
just
well, well,
want to say
well
this real
go
quick,
ahead.
man. Just
Go
real
ahead,
quick,
brother.
real fast. To those that don't believe in the peace or don't think the peace is possible, man. Like, not to get too religious, but if you believe in God or if you believe in higher power, then you should definitely believe in peace and
that's
believe
right.
peace is possible. You know what I'm saying? Because man, through God, all things is possible, bro.
Can I
And
can I can
the
I can
peace,
I can
the
I
peace
can I, can
will
I say
arrive.
that too? And this is gonna sound crazy, but it's so true, and it exists. Just because folks go out there and do the things that they do, which are some in most cases I can't speak on everybody in the panel, but I definitely speak for myself, and I know Big Dale's story to a certain extent. When we were out there getting it in, repping for what we thought was the right thing, do you realize that during that time there were guys that prayed to God just to make it through the mission
Right.
without realizing, you know what I'm saying? So we believe in God. We've always believed in God. We just our belief system was misguided. It was misplaced, rather, I say. And because we felt like we needed God to get us through going to help kill one of our own, when at the end of the day, we trying to live while we praying to take somebody else's life. What kind of sense does that make? But with us knowing what we know and going through everything that we've been through, we can change the narrative, man. That's what it's all about, the narrative. We're letting somebody who's never touched foot in a neighborhood create the narrative. And as it was stated by my guy in the middle, yeah, we reach them, we get at them young. Because a lot of these guys that are older, they're gonna have to figure it out on their own because they've already been consistent on their path.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what? Even the old ones though, even the old ones though, they old in age, but still young in the mind. You gotta grab them too. You know what I mean?
It's all about, like you said earlier, planting seeds, man. It don't matter who you plant the seed to or
Yeah.
where you plant it, as long as you plant it and it makes sense to those that you planting it to. Otherwise, it'll be rejected.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
When they can sit there and sit and see that nobody's going to listen to somebody that's never been through anything that they've been through or going through rather. For most of us up on this panel, shit, we've been there, done that, and helped write the damn book.
Man.
So if we can reach back and say, man, I know when someone that's going through what we've already been through can look at us and say, man, I found somebody that can identify with me. 'Cause most folks don't really want to do the shit that they doing. We didn't want to do the shit we was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you got somebody that can reach out to you and say, man, look here, let me grab you before you get in that car. Or let me
Man, I'm
grab you before
trying
you
to
pick
tell
that
you.
pistol up, man, and holler at you. I can tell you how this gonna end.
No, he with
And when
Right.
you
you.
when you plant
Yeah.
the seed and put the ball in their court, it's a guarantee they have time to think about it, as opposed to feeling like obligated to go and just do some dumb shit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. They said take a village. Not to sound
Hey,
cliche.
you know what? Hey, see, God working mysterious ways. I got a short little story. Now, with me myself. You know how I got on the righteous path. I got on the righteous path from being nosy, being nosy. Now I stayed right across the street from the church. Right, I kept on seeing all my partners I knew and everybody else going over to this church. Right. Now, mind you, I had never ever been in no church at all. Wasn't nothing about me said nothing about no church. Right. So I
Right.
said, man, one day I'm gonna go over here, man. They got something going on over here. I keep on seeing too many people I know going over here. Go up in this church, man. And I seen my pastor, man, and the way this man was preaching and popping man, I had never seen no shit like this, right? I said, okay, I'm gonna come back next week. I think this all right here. I came back the following week and the third week. Make a long story short, man, that man peeped me, was watching me, and I didn't even know it. And the third time I came, and the man cuffed me. You dig what I'm saying? And, hey,
Hmm.
that's what saved me, man. You dig what I'm saying? The man did his homework on me. I ain't know it. He made a couple of phone calls, say, yeah, you know such and such, you know XYZ, you know woo woo woo, and Daryl one of them. You know, hey, yeah, you know. I said, yeah, man, that's my big homie. That's big bro. He said,
Man,
mm-hmm. So you never know who somebody know and how God work, man. You know, and stuff like that. So, like, 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 like you said, man, we just gotta grab these babies, sow these seeds into them, man, and reprogram, do some reprogramming, and everything gonna be all right, man. We can definitely pull it. If they programmed us, we can reprogram. Cause see, they programmed us when they stopped all the Public Enemy music and the X Clan and dump
that
the
was by
garbage, let the
design, though.
garbage come through the radio, and stuff
That
like
was
that.
all
So
by design, homie.
yeah, yes sir, yes sir.
Because the private prisons started making their presence known at that time, and the record labels were investing in the private prisons. So why would you
Speak
want to
on it.
hear somebody tell you stop the violence? No, the crack is whack. Whatever messages of that time,
Right,
were being displayed when you're investing in lock them up.
right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So of course, though the powers that be and busy, I mean, I think it was Busy Bone or Crazy Bone rather, he read a letter from an executive during that time that
Yeah,
sent him a letter that basically said how everything changed. They say you will not, for those that stayed in that meeting, you will not. We're not doing any more conscious rap. We're not doing any more girl groups. We wanted we because they had an agenda, and
right.
everything is
Yes
about an
sir.
agenda, homie. And for the
COINTELPRO.
agenda, the things that they're doing, they've already put 20 years into planning.
Yeah,
We're just
Speak
trying to
on it.
figure it out
yeah.
because we're
Yeah,
just
man.
now realizing what the hell been going on, but we're still behind the eight ball by at least 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
See,
I was going
see, see,
on
ain't no more Queen Latifah, ain't no more Money in the Middle. Now you got well, I'm out
Yeah.
of town thugging with my rounds and all that other stuff. You
Right.
did,
Right.
ain't no queens no more. Everybody hoes and Barbies
Well,
and all this.
you know, what it is. You know what it
I'm on.
is.
Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, you know what it is really quickly, man, is that because the images that's being shown to a lot of these children is that I can be
Mm-hmm.
as ignorant, I can be as ratchet, I can be as gangster. I can have all of these bodies, and I can get rich off of that.
Man.
That's the images that's being portrayed in these children's head. The problem with us as black people is that we don't never learn from our history, and we don't take time out to study our history. We don't have no friends. Just like Dr. John Henry Clark said, you want a friend, you got to look in the mirror. You know, that's why I was just saying with the shorties, which I agree with everything you saying, but I asked that particular question because, but young Big Dale laid it down when he said you got to attend to him and give him attention, and I agree because with the self-destructive mindset that they had, when you taught self-love at the beginning stages of your life, you taught pride in yourself in a normal household. You taught that you have what's the word I'm looking for?
Stability
Affection
and
and
structure.
stability and structure, affection from your mother, stability and structure from your dad or from your father figures, whether it be your uncles or whoever that's in the household. And it's just this is the way the system has been structured. We don't A lot of the times we so busy living our individual lives, we don't pay close attention to what's going on around us, nor do we take time to learn who we are as black people. I'm not talking in the sense of Hebrew Israelite and nothing like that. I'm talking about
Yeah,
studying what has been done to us through the legal system, through laws, through policies, what we've accomplished, what we built, how they tore it down. We don't take time to learn none of these systems at all. That's why we keep making the same mistakes over and over and over, and we don't realize it until it's already too late. As far as falling for the traps and everything, like what Big
no,
Dale was talking about earlier, with the with what they're doing with everything that's going on with the illegals and everything. This ain't no disrespect to the Latin community because I got a lot of love for the Latin community. They always shown me love, and I've shown it back throughout, through the city. But what's being going on right now is that with the Democratic Party, black people has been their bread and butter for decades upon decades. Don't get me wrong, we ain't got no friends with the Republican Party either. But the fact that the Democratic Party, if you look closely to what they're doing, like look at the situation with Trump right now. Trump and that's a gangsta ass mugshot, I might add, because Trump got that mugshot like, oh, I'm gonna get you motherfuckers for this. I'm gonna get y'all as soon as I get back down. Y'all know what it is.
With the pinstripe suit.
And we've all heard Trump say before, don't I get revenge on people. I get even with people. With the Democratic Party has played a significant role in our communities of propping up black women against black men. And you even see how it's playing out with Trump because they're using black women as attack dogs for the Democratic Party to go at Trump with all of these. A lot of white people. Have anybody noticed that you don't see none of these white prosecutors touching this case? Because they know ain't nothing gonna come behind this case. It's a failed,
Man.
it's a failed case. But they'll put black prosecutors and black lawyers on top of it. And at the end, when Trump is cleared of all charges and he gets the presidency, because all of this doing is urging for people to vote for him more and all of this. And once he get back into presidency, who you think gonna lose all their jobs?
Mm-hmm. All the other folks on the other side, it's gonna be over with.
And then you turn around and then see the game that they play. Could you make black people the face of the opposition against Trump when in reality it's the white people that's pulling the strings in the background against them? But you're using these black prosecutors to take on this case that none of these white prosecutors ain't gonna do because they already know they already know the situation as far as if they take on this, it's gonna be a target on my head.
Political suicide.
It's political. It's gonna be a target on my head. I ain't stupid. Here, send that to them Negroes. They'll do it. And that's the game that's been played from the jump.
Hey, 18 letter.
Yeah, what's going on with
I
you,
just want
brother?
to ask you a question real quick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the youth go, And as far as just the system itself, just all the systematic situations and just, because we speaking on the oppressor right now, what I'm saying, in this conversation. I want to just ask a question like, as far as school go,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it's better for these kids to get homeschooled or, to go through the public school system?
I think it's better for the kids to be homeschooled. The only way it'd be
Don't say
better is for
that.
us to the only way it'd be better for them to be public school if us as black people invested all our economics into our areas where we control the public school system. If we can't control
Okay.
the public school system, it's best for them to be homeschooled because the public school system ain't never been a friend to black people, especially young black men.
Let me
What was they always trying to do? Put us on say we got ADHD,
Yeah.
say we slow, or we couldn't
Put you
get
on
let
that
me
Ritalin and shit.
Man, all
need
that.
look.
we needed Adderall,
Look.
and
Yeah.
we're just incompetent. And
But can I
one of the
can I
reasons for that too, and if you notice the game that they play too, they prop up the girls in the school system to further their education, and then they turn around and they put a microphone in some of these women's faces and say, "Well, it seems like the black girls is getting it. What's wrong with black boys?" To the point that you got
hey
these.
brother,
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
if you don't mind, I just want to play devil's advocate on what you said because I knew I kind of figured which way you was gonna lean toward that.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna disagree, not on a whole,
Hmm.
but in a partial because you think about it. You say it would be better for everybody to be homeschooled, but homeschooling requires participation from the parents, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Think about a lot of parents that's out there.
They retarded.
Good
You
point.
understand?
Hmm.
So
No,
I
I
can't
get it.
say
No,
that.
I
So
definitely understand it.
I'm with homeschooling. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, but under the right circumstances. And in most cases, it don't matter whether you be black, white, red, yellow, green, brown. You got ignorant people out there that don't give a fuck. They rather send their kids to a public school so that they don't have to deal with them, and
Yeah,
then
Yeah.
complain
and
about the
we
shit
got a
that
lot of
goes
that in
on
our
while
community,
they're there.
and
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing. I can't. The ones that can, that's the ones that need to
That
be
should.
because you got a lot of
Absolutely.
people that have children. This the problem that we have right now too is you got a lot of people that have children that don't love their kids.
They
That's this
shouldn't have been
part of the
having them.
problem
They
that
have them for the wrong reason.
yeah, they had them for the wrong reasons. And part of that was a setup because in order to get resources and everything and Section 8 and all of that, you had certain women that was popping out one, two, three, four babies
You
to,
got generational
to
welfare, homie.
yeah.
And
And it
generational
passed down from
welfare
generation
fucked up
to generation.
everything that we know
And
from.
that's not a
Go
stab
ahead. Go
on.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's not a stab on some of the women because I understand that they didn't know no better, especially when it's passed down from generation to generation. Whether we talking about the Greens, the Robert Taylors, the Ickeys, all through.
And
But
I want to be clear on something when we talk about generational welfare, because most 99% of the time when the media or even just us talking mention welfare, the first demographic, the first race of people we think about is black, which is the big. We are the minority. So if
right,
we're the minority in this country, how the fuck can we be the majority on welfare? Think
but
about per capita who the majority of people are, and you'll have the answer as to who the majority of people on
yeah,
welfare are.
I
So you know
agree.
what I'm
But
saying?
let me
I just have to put that out there.
Okay, I just want to say this real quick, Big Deal.
go ahead,
I'm gonna
and
let you speak.
because I just been listening. I've been
Yeah,
laying down,
I
and
just wanted to add
gonna
this. I
paint the
get
right
I
picture. Go ahead.
I get what you're saying, and you're absolutely correct about it. But it's not even a fact on who is the majority people that's on welfare because we know the majority of people is poor
Man,
white
you got
folk. But it's the perception on who is perceived as the ones that's sucking up the
alternatives.
welfare. Everything is about perception. Our image is in the gutter because of
Exactly.
how people have brainwashed everybody to think we have been the problem. And
And we have.
that's the thing. So we can't
Now,
even
our images in the gutter because the simple fact of this, we do not stand up for ourselves. We too passive, and we sit around and wait on the masses to save us too much, man. And the
Yeah,
reason I'm
Because
saying
Big
that,
Dale, we are the most forgiving people on the
hey,
planet Earth.
hey,
that's our
listen,
problem.
hey, listen, I got real, and I get it because I see where you coming from because I'm quite, I listen to you and you're a real educated brother. So you came from a real good upbringing and you got a lot of fat on your head. But I got to speak from a part of what I know is coming through these trials and tribulations of coming through these streets. And it's something that I never like bragged about because I know these youngsters, they listen, they watch, and they go with these different things. But bro, I'm 49 years old. I ain't never had a job in my life. I only been working 3 years of my life. I'm talking about as what they call being a American citizen, punching the clock
Right.
and working and doing anything. Man, and I'm a self-made millionaire. I just didn't know financial literacy. If I would have knew financial literacy, I believe that I still have some of the means that I touch. But one
No,
thing I never
Man,
gave a fuck about voting. I never gave a fuck about who's the mayor. I never gave a fuck about none of that because none of it never fed me. I never gave a fuck about sports because sports didn't never feed my family, didn't feed my kids. So I never gave a fuck about a championship game. I never cared about none of that. Only thing I cared about is me, the people around me, we going to get it. And the ways of going about destroying my own people, the only way I
Any
destroy my
call.
own people is I showed them that. But other than me robbing them or busting an old lady head or any of that, I never done none of that. And the
right.
things we sit around and we prep our kids to continue to keep being weak, man. We too weak. We too easy with these little motherfuckers. We got to tell them the truth, tell them what's going on, tell them how it is, and teach them how to fish, man.
ain't
I
These
mean,
little
because
niggas
Yeah,
too.
oh,
These Dale, Dale. And I'm so in agreement with you, but I have to look at it for the reality that it is. We grew up with thick skin, so we can take whatever the
yeah,
older cats came and brought down on us.
yeah,
These little
we got to
motherfuckers take everything and get
quit
as
stuff.
an emotion.
Yeah, but we got
and
to
they
quit
think
making.
like that because who they raised by.
Yeah, but
women,
Exactly.
only
the
way it's like
women.
that is the only way it's like that is this. Only way it's like that is this. Who raised us, man? We watched our grandmamas and our granddaddies and
I
our
was just
uncles.
gonna say that.
Watched everybody, we watched everybody being hustlers, man. We watched
Yep.
them get mud. Granddaddy had a 38 in a cognac bag.
Yeah.
Yep. Crown
And
Royal.
Ain't no
oh,
more
Now,
big
grandma,
mamas.
I
Ain't no more
hey,
big mamas and
I'm,
papas and shit, man.
hey,
And I
grandma had a candy store. Half our grandmas was madams. They was
Yeah.
selling their
Yep.
cookies and man, come on, man. We
that's
we
made a
just
way
have to
out of
change.
no
We just
way.
have to change the narrative, my nigga.
no, I agree.
Because
I just wanted to
our
add to it.
reality is our reality is still as relevant today as the reality of what they're going through right now. But we can
Yeah,
But
take our reality and change the
but
narrative
DT,
because they're making the fucking narrative the popular vote, and the popular vote ain't it. And this was keep
but,
getting our
but
youngsters killed,
DT,
man.
Deep Sheep at 18 letter. The part that I'm trying to get y'all to understand is this. Man, Tyler Perry was sleeping in his car, bro.
Hmm.
Bro, he's a billionaire now.
I agree. I agree with
Hold
that.
on,
I
just hear
agree.
me out. Hear me out. Man, Soldier Boy, all these other motherfuckers. Look at these boys. Look at these boys on this YouTube. These boys have created an income where they getting 10 to $15,000 a month. Just getting off
Be
of here.
careful of
Sitting on
that though, my
hey,
homie. My brother, be careful of that one there. That's a real
this
testimony because you
this
know
this this is what I'm trying
you
to
a
say.
self-made millionaire, homie. You say you're a self-made millionaire with no financial literacy.
But
You
this is
did it
what
on your terms.
I'm saying
But
to you though.
what are they doing? What are they,
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
thank you. Okay.
What
My
I'm trying
bad.
to get what I'm trying to get to tell y'all is this. We keep talking about homeschooling, going to school, getting a degree, doing all this other shit. No, man. No,
School didn't do
that ain't
shit for me.
the only way to get no bread. The way to get the bread is learning how to monopolize yourself, monopolize what your talent is, monopolize what you can do, and learn how to feed your money into something to where your money is always returning. Learn financial literacy. Them the type of things that you need to learn. You don't need to be
Yeah.
talking about get their degree or learning they his story or learning how to.
Right,
Because
right.
I know so many people got degrees. Man, my sister been going to school. I told my sister the other day, I think you've been going to school 50 years
Yeah.
to be a
Uh, Right.
hey, and time she do get that last degree to be a damn doctor, she allowed to be 70 years old. Okay, yeah, you gonna make a lot of money, but going through the thing is this. When do we start building? When do we start making things? Look at Jay-Z them. Man, them people, listen, man. Anybody can do it. It's about your work ethic. It's about what you
See,
put in. It's about the
here's
Yeah.
seed you plant.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I wanted to respond to that real quick, Big Deal. I agree 100% with what you're saying. The reason I was speaking about homeschooling your child to instill some, so your child can have some type of self awareness and understand his position in the world.
Teach them how to read, teach them how to count, teach them how to add, and
No, yeah, I'm gonna teach him how to count and I'm gonna teach him how to read. But
turn them loose.
what the hell I'm gonna know that he's reading if
Hey,
he out here
you hear what,
reading? It's
did you hear what did you hear what did you hear what SNN TV told you about AI? Right now they got it where you don't even gotta know how to write a you don't gotta know how to write a book. You ain't gotta know how to read, you gotta do nothing. They got all these phones, man, so coded. You tell the
Yeah.
phone, look, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
what I'm
But you
saying is
gotta
that
have common sense though, man.
what I'm
And you gotta be able to comprehend.
That's
what
what
I'm
it
saying
boils
is this.
down to.
What I'm saying is this. Like I put perfect example with my nephew. I teach my nephew myself. I teach my nephew. I'm not talking about European history and none of that stuff. I teach my nephew the history here as far as black people so he can understand where he's staying at. Just because a white man come in your face with a suit on and shake your hand don't mean he your friend.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what I teach my nephew. I teach my nephew to understand that a lot of these people ain't for him. And if he's going to build up economic wealth, he got to get with like-minded people that look like him, preferably other young men that look like him, and build up some type of whether it be tech company. I
But
teach
listen to
him
this
about.
though. This.
Hold on one second, Big Deal. Let me just finish
No,
this
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
tell you because you
Okay.
me and you we always had this conversation.
Mhm.
You teach your nephew that. But your nephew is living in a world that's being taught to everything around him that everything white is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Everything
That's
is
why.
right.
But what he's
But we
saying
got
is,
that's what
Dale,
we got to
you
start
don't
at.
you don't
That's the
put
Hear
only
me
way
out,
we
you
hear
don't
me
can
out,
put
get
the
better.
fate of
One mic,
yours
fella. One mic, fella.
hear me
you
out
don't
when
put the fate of your
I
youngsters in the
understand what
hands of somebody else, man.
Right.
He's
yeah.
saying if
So
we
what I'm
take
trying
more
to say,
control
look,
in
Perfect
that,
example. The perfect example. We ain't got this right now. The perfect example. Koreans got Korean schools. You can find them up
hmm,
north. When you drive up north where they teach their kids, Jewish people got Jewish schools to teach they people their own history and to teach their people economic so they can operate as a group. All of
they're
these other
actually
people,
you're right, bro. They're actually coming out right now as we speak. They have bilingual schools. You know what I'm saying? Meaning
because I
said that
put it,
that
listen,
our kids
and,
have to learn somebody else's language in order
yeah.
to feel like they're succeeding in life. That's
And,
just
and,
not the
yeah,
fucking
y'all,
and
meter.
I'm gonna just add
we,
this
we
real quick.
keep on missing we keep missing the point. Man, we all know that shit. It's like everybody got they part of town, but what part of the black people got? You got everywhere you go, it's a Chinatown. Everywhere you go, it's a Greek town.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, it's a little Italy. Everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
but where do you go for the fried chicken? Where do you go to the
We get
ghetto?
that.
And guess who?
OG,
And
we
listen,
get that.
and
We get that.
guess
Hold on,
who
let him
else in that?
finish 18 letter.
Guess who else in
Man,
that?
what they doing, big deal. And this is what I want to ask you. And those on this panel, I don't know what cities and states you guys are from, but I'm from Texas. But I've been out here in Vegas for a long time. But what I've seen and I saw it coming is as a kid, as a teenager, man, I realized that where we stayed on that east side, at below that poverty line, I realized back then that we had prime real estate. That's where your
Exactly.
gentrification comes into place.
That's what happens here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm
Everywhere you
saying?
got
There,
prime real
that
estate.
whole hold on, big deal. Let me land, homie. So that whole dream of a black Mecca, us coming together as people, hell, the churches is selling out the neighborhoods that's been there
Yeah,
for
stay in,
100 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, listen.
therefore, if we can't depend on those that our parents and our parents before them, their parents before them looked up to as leaders, hell, that battle is lost because those people are coming to take their fucking shit back.
Right.
Because
And
at
I'll
the
and
end
I'll
of the
put it
day, it's about convenience, homie.
and
And
I'll and I'll
when
put
we
it I'll
live,
put it this
go ahead.
way. I'll put it this way. I was just gonna say, us not paying attention in the city of Chicago at one point in the 1990s, we had 1.1 million black people. In the year
Mm,
2023, we down to 797,000 black people throughout the whole city of Chicago. Our numbers are are shrinking more and more. We're losing more and more land. They
can I ask
gentrify
you a
more and
question
more
on
land.
that on those
Still
statistics you
study
gave?
though.
What
Yeah.
part of those numbers do you feel are due to mass incarceration, and what part of those numbers do you feel are due to an exodus?
A lot of it is mass exodus because once certain areas got gentrified, a lot of people are
Right.
moving around, and then on top of it, without us having no type of political power, the situations are not improving for us in the city. So more and more people are migrating out, and then they are bringing in other immigrants and everything to substitute our vote, so they can keep
You're
our vote.
seeing and saying what I've been saying for years, homie. So I
Mhm.
applaud you on that for being observant in that. 'Cause it's the absolute fucking truth, man.
And
And I,
Man,
that's the only thing I'm saying. Like
I understand the whole thing with these asylum seekers and all that other shit is the creative work ethic amongst not needing us.
mhm,
That's why they able to vote and able to do everything without being American citizens.
mhm.
See, this is
This,
where they
this
fucked us
to
over,
get us
Dad.
out the
This is where they got over on us because they had the country believing that everything coming from south of the border, meaning Texas, was Hispanic. That is the stupidest fucking real. That
yeah
is so stupid because they made it seem like the only thing below the United States was Mexico, which is so far from the truth. That is just the gateway, the easiest way to come in for anything in any part of South America, Central America, and in some other third world countries. So it's not just they paint the picture to make it seem like it's the Mexicans. No, it's not just the freaking Mexicans. It's anything coming from that part of the world.
Yeah,
yeah.
but
They
see
try to
that
make it
that
seem
is
like
Hispanic
Mexico is
though.
the
Other
only
family,
hey,
thing
hey,
going.
hey, can I ask y'all real quick, everybody on the panel, a question, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do y'all believe in our time? Just the times we living in our lifetime.
What
Will
do you
we
mean
ever
when you
get
ask
back
that
to a
question?
time? Will we ever get back to a time where it'll be amongst our people? Because I believe it's
Every,
possible. Where we will ever get
everything
back to a
comes,
time
no,
where it can
everything
be
comes full
something like,
circle, homie.
okay,
Everything
well,
comes
let me
full
finish my
circle,
question
and I
real
believe
quick.
I do.
Will we ever get back to a time where it can be something like Black Wall Street or like the Harlem
Absolutely.
Renaissance or like
If
it was in Durham, North Carolina, things like that, like where we was shit owning everything around us. Like when our dollar was standing in our neighborhood,
if
no,
we
when
don't
we had
act
our own
no,
banks, our own hospitals,
no.
our own grocery stores, you know,
if we don't act
Believe it or not,
soon,
homie,
if we don't
people
act
are
soon, no, because to be honest, look at what happened to the natives. Look, that's the prime example. We our numbers is gonna shrink
depend
to
on
the
who
point
you
that we
look
don't
at
have,
as natives, homie. Because
huh?
we are part of what would be considered aboriginal, man.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah, I
yeah.
disagree with that one, brother. But
So
I'm gonna
But
just
I mean,
say this.
that's a whole different story, But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this. We're gonna get to a point where our numbers is gonna shrink so heavily. We're gonna be a non-factor. We're not gonna be an influence on anything, and we're
that
gonna be
ain't never
well. When you
that
look
ain't
at it right now,
How do you
I'm gonna
think?
just
All right, so
I'm gonna just say this real quick. I'm gonna just
mhm,
say this real quick, OG.
yeah,
When you look at what's going on right now, we've been at 13% of the population for a very long time, where everybody else's numbers is increasing.
how's that
Hispanics
proven
is at
though? How's that
that's not
proven though?
true.
yeah, that
Because
data ain't
Thank
always
you.
they
accurate.
tell
Thank you.
I'm not saying it is,
because
but
that's what they tell us.
Hispanics
That's what
are
they telling you.
they say Hispanics are at 18% to 19% of the population right now, and that's just for the people that's registered.
How can for over 400 for the inception of this country and the mixing of races, that with a recessive gene, how can that number keep growing if the dominant gene is mixing in with the recessive gene?
What you
You
mean,
know,
brother?
I mean, white people have a recessive gene.
Hmm.
Anything you know just as well as I do. If you went and dated a white woman, got her impregnated, your
yeah.
child is gonna come out black.
But that don't really, and I agree. I agree, but that don't really mean anything if you got those type of people that's going against the black community. You've always had biracial people within our community. Some was allied with us, some that was against us because they wanted to
All it is,
identify
brother,
with their white
is you got to
counterpart.
look at who's actually doing the numbers. Who are these statistics coming from? That's just like when you look at the Dawes
Well,
report, homie,
okay,
and the
take
$5
the
Indian.
statistics out
If you
of it
really
real
wanted to
quick.
go
Yeah,
on
okay,
relying
let's
on
take the
government information.
statistics. Let's take the statistics out of it real quick. A lot of our neighborhoods, you're seeing other groups are moving within our neighborhoods. That wasn't there prior before. 15, 20 years in certain areas that was all the way black are now getting the influx of other people that wasn't there. And as far as even everything that we get from other groups of people because we got all of these other people, and it's not our fault. But I'm just saying we have to be able to see things from from a perspective to understand where we are, where our position is, so we can know how to correct it and we can know how to counterattack it. Because it's certain black folks within our community too that they don't care about our community. They just want to sell us out to put profits in their hands. And this is women within the Democratic. This is black women within the Democratic Party. Certain black women. This is certain black men within the Democratic Party that we need to understand. Certain black men within the Republican Party and certain black women like Candace Owens within the Republican Party. That's going to be quick to sell us out. That that we got to understand. We got to understand what we're dealing with, so we can know how to counteract that, and we can know what we up against. Because like all of these different policies and all of these laws, then really fucked us over for generations and generations on in. And don't get me wrong, we got to be focused individually because we got kids and we got our family to raise and everything. But we got to understand where we at. That school system ain't did nothing but prepare young black men to go to the damn prison system.
I think it all boils down to, man, education, financial literacy, man, and really unity to be able to work together to develop something together.
Because I'm gonna tell you
Because
something real
no,
quick, man. I'm gonna tell you something. The illest shit that my granddaddy ever told me. Cause see, I'm like, and I come from a background similar to everybody else, but I was always thinking to myself, like, why is it like this? Why is this shit like this? And my granddaddy always told me, man, try to handle your business and learn as much as you can, because we living in a world where the fucking bad guy can win. This ain't no movie.
Always been winning though. That's the
We
thing,
live.
man. See, that's where we go wrong at, man. And we don't understand. Everybody took what they want but us. We the only motherfuckers sitting around steady trying to figure out how we gonna ask for something. Or how we gonna wait on somebody to
No,
do
no,
something.
I'm not talking about asking for anything,
Like
big deal.
it is though, because I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I'm gonna tell you why I say that and why it's like that, because it is. And it's that way. If you look at any of these Europeans, man, they came in this motherfucker and they took and they made a way. They ain't just
No,
they ain't
they didn't. Big
yeah,
deal
yeah.
with loans and all of that. Loans that we didn't even have access to.
They
They
didn't
didn't
have
come
no
in here and pull themselves up by their bootstraps
listen,
without no help.
listen. They was treated just like immigrants and slave owners and everything, just like we was.
No, they
So
wasn't. They
it ain't
was
no
not.
such thing as it ain't no such thing
They
as
was
them
not.
being listen to me. How come they wasn't? You telling me that the Polish
yeah,
and
them Irish and
the
them Irish
American
motherfuckers.
all them and shit. You telling me they came in this motherfucker and they ain't worked their way from the bootstraps on up to do what they need to do?
No, they was
Even
disrespected. No, they worked. No, they was disrespected. But what happened to them that couldn't happen to us?
they didn't stand for that
They was
shit.
accepted as white. They was accepted once they got accepted as
Motherfucker
white. they started using their power to discriminate against
No, man.
us.
What they did was what we don't do. They galvanized amongst each other. We can't galvanize amongst each other. We
Yeah,
can't.
they work
We,
together.
we can't even work
But
together on fucking
see,
That's what I've been
YouTube.
talking about the whole
y'all.
time.
Hey, big
I've been
Dale.
talking about that the whole
Back
time.
up to what King Mike said, man. It still holds a lot of relevance to this point. We can't have political power until we're considered a human. That
Is
three
that?
fifths compromise is still in effect. So we will always, and they can always turn around and use that against us. You said something that I listened to and I thought about very carefully. You said that you know, with you being a self-made millionaire and you lack financial literacy, right? So how if you lack financial literacy and you have all these guys, these youngins coming up, you know, making this money, don't they need some kind of education in order to be able to
That
keep in
was
control of
then.
that money?
That was then. I'm
No,
striving
no,
this
no.
motherfucker.
I'm speaking of, yeah. But what I'm saying, we're talking about where you were then as opposed to where you are now. Now you sharp as a tack, but when you was out there getting it, you wasn't. You self admitted and said that you wasn't that sharp. And
Oh
this ain't
yeah.
no
When I was getting
berating you.
talk about
No,
no money.
I'm not berating you. All I'm saying is we're taking what we did, what we learned and didn't know then, and what we know now, and how can we teach these young motherfuckers that got it but don't have it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The thing about it is this, man. It's like we gotta make them want something. 90% of these little guys don't want shit. They don't,
They want it, they don't want to do what it takes to get it.
nah, they don't even
That's the
want that.
problem.
They don't want nothing but a gun and a pair of Mary jeans. They don't want no. They not looking to feed their family. Well, they not looking to do nothing to last with longevity. What's up? What? What's wrong? What's wrong? Why you don't got no clothes? They not doing nothing for longevity, or they ain't doing nothing to make themselves be able to do what they need to do in life. All they care about is, man, who got the gun?
Chicago facts,
Who
homie.
who
Yeah.
got this? Who got? They ain't trying to do nothing to survive. So them thinking about financial literacy, they thinking about just making it to the next day.
The
What
rules
I'm
have
saying,
changed, my nigga.
what I'm
That's
saying
the
with that,
problem.
what I'm saying with that is situation is, I'm not talking about waiting around to have nobody do nothing for us. This is how you. This is how you. This is how you take your power back. For instance, what's going on? Why you see Biden shifting all of these migrants to try to increase the Democratic vote? Because you got to understand the way other groups work. The thing that messed them up, right, is that they thought that they was going to be able to get a majority of the Hispanic vote to take over the black vote. But the Hispanic vote don't vote in one solid block because some of them are prejudiced, not all, but some of them are prejudiced and they look at themselves as the same as white people. So a lot of these people vote Republican. 50% of them voted Republican. About 40 to 45% of them vote Democrat. Black folks vote as a solid 85 to 90% Democrat vote.
Democrat.
So that wasn't enough on what they thought it was, because with the crumbs that they giving black women, they know that black women are the ones that raise the majority of black sons. So they keep stringing along the black boys, even though the boys ain't getting
But
nothing out of
that's
voting.
due to, but brother, that's due to
No,
the
I
whole
get what it's due
94
to. I'm just
crime
saying,
bill.
no,
It was a
I
setup
get
that we
that.
have to.
I get that. I
You
know.
also got to remember though, bro, that we're thinking in the mind frame pre-internet,
Yeah, no,
pre-social
no, I
media,
get that.
all of
I'm
that.
just saying, I get what you're saying, brother. I'm just saying what it is now. I know about the 94 crime bill, which everybody voting for Biden, who was the person that wrote up the crime bill. I
The
know about
Black
that. I'm
Caucus
just
was they wish they didn't do it, but it's too late to take it back on
no,
their
no,
end.
I get that. I get that. I'm talking about what it is now. What's
That's
happening
what I'm
is now
saying.
they're starting to get desperate because they realize that you have certain black people. Here's my thing as far as black men go. If you don't get no tangibles, you don't fucking vote. Period. Point blank. You're not giving us anything. Well, okay, are you going to give us something to work with? Are you going to, because Big Dale even said the little peanuts that they gave them down in Springfield, that was a slap in the face. If you're not giving us anything, okay, you don't get my vote, because they're terrified that they're now about to lose power because they need the black men to vote to keep them in positions of power.
Why do
And a
you
lot of
think
black
these
men are
states
not
are
going.
talking about reparations? Certain states are talking reparations because they know if they give us the crumbs that they're trying to give these people as for reparations, then that's gonna make them alive, a lot aligned to their whole fucking political sector. That's bullshit. So they're trying anything. We just have to resist, but it's so hard for us to resist because think about it. What is the common denominator in
If
crime, as
if
far
we
as
don't,
gang violence,
Hold on.
as far as
Let him go. Go ahead, bro.
what is the common denominator, my dude? As far as what made anybody and their mama want to hustle, to run numbers, sell drugs, gang?
Poverty.
What's the common denominator? Huh? Excuse
poverty.
me. Thank you. As long as they keep us under the fucking thumb of poverty, they gonna always have control, man.
Okay, if that's the case, then what we even having a conversation for? Because it sounded like we can't even change anything.
No,
Because
that's not what I'm
Mhm.
saying. I'm giving you the problem. We are coming up with the solution to avoid the problem for future generations. That's what we're trying to do. Is that not what I'm is that not what I'm not
Hey,
understanding?
greetings to the room. Greetings to the room. Greetings to the room.
Salute, salute.
Greetings to the room, Big Dale. Much love to you, baby boy.
Greetings, greetings.
Hey, much love to the panel. All of us coming together, putting good energy together and coming up with a
Absolutely.
solution, you know? But
Absolutely.
hey, Big Dale, I ain't want to intrude none of your podcast, none of that, what you got going on. You know I love you, boy, and I love what you doing.
Always welcome. Come on with it.
Hey, bro, I just wanted to come on here and set the platform even to let people know that we got to stop with the bickering of being young children of what he did, she did, what I seen on
Right.
television, what I seen on this and that. Let's start growing on what we see when we was younger, Big Dale. We went by sight of what we seen, not know his story, what his story
Exactly.
was.
Exactly.
And people be
Mhm.
stagnated, my guy, stagnated in life by what they seen on television, what they seen on all these platforms, and it stops us from growing. So we got to stop with the bickering. Let's build. Stop with the my ancestors were slaves. My ancestors was this. They did this to me. They did this to no. Stop. Let's grow as men. All that bickering. Oh, he did this. He shot me. He did this. Stop. Let's come to the tables as men and grow. Is all
In
that
other words,
extra
homie,
stuff is
let's quit
gone. It's
playing
gone.
victim. We need to quit playing victim,
We can
man.
we play
I'm
a
not a
victim.
victim.
We cannot grow, bro.
I'm
We
not a
cannot
victim at all.
grow if you continue to play the victim of what you seen of
Hmm.
slavery in 20,000 years ago. Stop it. You
uh,
didn't go through that.
we're
We
not.
make our own reality of negative energy, of negative thoughts. Even if your grandmother, your grandfather was a slave, stop it. You didn't
The
see it.
same
You didn't
stupid
witness
shit
it.
they went
It's time
through.
You
for
know
us
what?
to grow.
Okay,
It's time to grow, man.
here's the thing. Here's the thing that I was getting at. This whole time I've been talking about power and how we can try to do something as a community, because you ain't gonna be able to grow if you don't know the games that's being played and how to avoid them. I'm not talking about from the sense of slavery. Hell, we ain't even got to go back that long. All we got to do is go back to the 60s and the 50s and the 70s.
But
I
we going backwards again. We keep going backwards. Let's not go
no,
backwards.
no, but see, here's the thing: if we don't know
We gotta know where
what
we
is
been and know
happening,
where we
we
going.
got to know
We
what to
do.
understand what
You
we
know what
doing.
your point is? Your point is in life is what you knew when God implanted you in this world and what you
Um,
seen with your own eyes and not what another man seen it with his
well,
eyes.
okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what I seen with my eyes, brother. I saw projects coming up. I saw situations of homicides. I saw poverty. I saw people
Me
living on
too.
welfare and all of that other stuff. We don't tell nobody else to forget about their history. We don't never tell nobody when. Go tell the small hats to forget about the Holocaust. Go tell all of these other people.
See, you going backwards
No,
again. We going backwards.
I'm not saying.
We
I'm just
going
saying that.
backwards with hatred,
Listen, no,
hatred
no,
and
I'm
bad
not,
energy.
this ain't got nothing to
Oh,
do with
brother,
hatred, brother. I
we gotta
don't hate
speak one at
nobody.
a time.
Yeah, I don't hate nobody. Even what's the comedian Godfrey even made a good a good comparison when he said when you go to the doctor, right? What do they
Right.
do? When you go to the doctor and you got complications, what they say?
Oh,
Let's
you
look up
coming
your
out with the medication.
no. Let's look up your medical history, right? When you go in front of that judge in the courtroom, they say, let's look up his criminal history so they
Facts.
can know who they're dealing with and
Facts.
your and everything that you've possibly might have done so they can judge your character based off of that. I'm not
Right.
telling people, I'm not telling people to just focus on that, but how the hell you gonna combat things if you don't even know what's going on? And a lot of us don't even understand what's going on. That's why our numbers are constantly shrinking. We have no power, and people are and then we don't even understand that all of these other groups they didn't got loans. They getting all types of
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true, my guy. And people, and I ain't mean to cut you off, my brother, and I love you, and I don't even know you. But as far as back in the day, let's go back to back in the day when people were saying slaves couldn't go to we had slaves and black people that couldn't go to college. Bullshit. You had black people that was owning slaves, that had slaves.
you had
People don't get
it
that.
wasn't to the
It's a
capacity.
business.
It
It's a
wasn't
business.
it was not to the capacity that these white folks own slaves.
No,
You had a
no,
few
your energy going wrong, G. Your energy is based upon your like God got your back, like Kyle Pratt. All that he did this to me. If God got it implanted in your life, can't nobody, no man stop that. People get it wrong
listen,
conception of life.
listen here, brother. I'm 35, right? I'm getting up there a little bit.
I'm
But
47.
I gotta speak. I gotta speak to these shorties out here because I care
But
about
you
them.
don't speak
And
to them about slavery.
I'm
To
not
raise them to be better.
I'm not talking about slavery speaking to them. I'm talking about
Hey, not to cut you off,
finance.
18. Look, I just want to ask this brother one question, or just point out one thing, man. How you gonna know how to prepare yourself for the present and for tomorrow if you
Okay,
have no knowledge of yesterday or
baby
no
boy.
understanding of
Big
yesterday?
folk, big folk. What I'm finna tell you right now, if you plant your state, your platform is built upon negativity of what you knew, of what somebody else went through. Your platform already messed up. You go by good energy of you keep moving strong for the family and fuck with everybody. The white man did this. The white man, it was a black man that infiltrated the fucking teams all the time. And don't quit saying the white man. Every black man out here, I want y'all to stop saying the
We get
white
that.
man. The black man
Okay,
infiltrated us
I
for
don't
years.
I don't
For
We
agree.
get we
years.
get what you're saying. We get what you're saying, but it
I don't
ain't
agree
just
with
all
none of that.
about the argument of the white man did this and the white man did that. History is history. You can't knock
No, that's
nobody
his story.
for knowing what was
Big
happening
folk.
yesterday.
Big folk, my guy, I ain't trying to disrespect if you when I say big folks respect to you. But when I'm telling you and what I'm telling Big Dale, sorry, my guy, this I got a platform, hater radio, all that. But
Go ahead,
we
say
gotta
that.
stop playing victim. We gotta stop playing victim. That's why we losing.
You got us
Uh,
misconstrued, man. We
okay,
ain't
okay.
playing big.
Let me ask you a quick
No,
question,
I
brother.
ain't say that,
Okay.
big folk. I ain't say y'all was playing. You ain't hear me say that.
No, I'm gonna
I
ask
said
you a question
we
real
as a
quick,
whole.
brother.
I said
I
me.
want to
I
know
put myself right in there, folks.
Yeah,
what is
I
a
get
victim? What is a victim?
I ain't disrespect what you said, cause we always got that tunnel vision
you.
thinking of keep going back to I was a slave, my
Can you
ancestors
answer
were
that
slave.
question?
We
Can
lost already when you think like that.
Hey, my brother, can you
Nah,
answer that question he
we're
just
not
asked?
talking about that. We're not talking about that, brother. We
Ask
not
him
Oh,
that
even
well,
talking.
question again,
overall,
18.
yes we are. Yes
Ask
we
him that
are. 'Cause
question again. You just asked.
What is a victim?
a victim is somebody who played a role of somebody who got abused or somebody who take on abuse from somebody else, that's a victim. Don't play victim of the negativity that we see on television, the negativity that stagnate us as growing as men. Forget about the bickering, the arguing about the white man did this. The white man ain't did shit. The black man was right there to infiltrate the team. People don't get it.
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, brother, because
No, I promise
Me
you
and you
do.
both.
I
I'm
promise you do.
Let me say this.
no.
Now, let me say something. What he's saying, and why I've been just letting y'all talk and letting everybody get it off their chest, because we all men. But what he's saying is why I'm telling y'all why we can't change the narrative of what's going on in our streets and all 50 of these motherfucking states, man. Because all we do is come up, all we do is coming up um with different things about why we can't exist or why we can't or why we gotta, you know what I mean? So
And Big Dale, I don't mean to cut you off, but I heard you say today on one of your podcasts, you said, and my grandmother told me that it's no such thing as you can't. It's not even in the dictionary. So when you stagnate yourself to go backwards and keep saying a white man did this to me, no, if God got something implanted in your life, can't no man stop that. No man.
I think
Period.
I don't agree with that at all, and I'm not saying
Okay.
that from a,
I
I'm
do,
not
because
saying
that's
that.
just like I agree with it. That's just like everybody keep on saying Dirk got them blackball. Can't no motherfucker blackball you if you
Hell no.
No, nobody like what I'm saying. Big deal. I'm not even. I didn't even mention slavery anything when I was up here talking.
No, this
I mean,
ain't on you,
hold
bro.
on,
I
hold on one
promise.
second, brother. Let me just finish real quick. Let me finish.
Thousand
I'm not
pardons.
because we like for instance when they say the victim mindset, that's a white supremacist argument. A lot of the times, that's something that Republicans use to be able to justify their treatment against black people. You had probably one, two, three
Now we
individual black.
going backwards
Oh,
again. We
brother,
going
you gotta
backwards
let me
again.
finish, brother.
Hey,
You
look,
older than me, brother.
Yeah,
Come on,
We
yeah.
going backwards again. We keep
hey,
going
look,
backwards.
brother.
listen.
You older than me, brother.
Now,
You gotta. Come on,
check it out, 18 letter. Check it out.
It's going backwards.
Right, listen. This is what we gonna do. The topic is about how the feds finna fuck Chicago up.
Back.
So we
Sorry,
gonna
big deal.
no, it's all good. It's all good because the thing about it is like we gotta set a line for that conversation, and then everybody gotta come to the table, and everybody gotta bring their big boy pants on, because everybody
Back.
got you got to look at it from the true fact and the true narrative of it. Because to me, it's saying like when we go to talking about the existence of us and how we gonna be able to exist and what we gonna do and how we gonna really go. It ain't. It's like we always. It's like an old scary plantation movie. Oh well, we ain't gonna be able to do it if master. And
Exactly. We got to stop that, man.
it's like we gonna have to stop that, and then we'll set a live strictly for that, and then that's what we'll do, because the whole thing is this, man. If we keep on debating about what we can't do, man, I used to watch this motherfucking movie, man. It's called The Education of Sonny Carson, and I don't think a lot of people really watch that. And the man, and I think that who was that? Ghostface them used it and they traction. And they said, everybody keep telling us to be cool. If we be too cool, we gonna lose.
Back.
We lost, we
Back.
losing, keep losing, man, because we keep on trying to idolize what's really going on or what's really happening. And what's really the thing about it is this: if we don't galvanize and come together, man, it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna tell you something I learned. I'm gonna tell you something I learned a long time ago. And it's a cold thing to say, man, and people don't believe it. But some people live some people die for other people to live.
Facts.
And a lot of people
Facts.
don't see that, but it's the true
Facts.
reality. It's
It's
really what.
fact.
So we can be on here all day long. And the thing about it is, we don't have to have oppressors no more. We don't need no motherfucking oppressors no more. And the reason why I say we don't need no oppressors no more, because Look how we had a room full of people. We had 30-some people in a room. This motherfucker done dwindled down to 16 people. Good afternoon, sister. It done dwindled down to 16 people because we can't come with a common denominator on working on something to make us win.
But I think we
Hey,
are
Big
though,
Dale.
Big Dale. I think we are. I
Hey,
think we really are, bro.
Listen to me. Listen to me. We will when it's another topic. The topic is what do we think? What do we think the outcome gonna be? And how can we say to
Right.
people that's not maybe in the pistol range of these people locking them up? What can we do and what can we learn from that? And how can we excel from that? It went to talking about some slavery and that
right,
ain't
right, right.
we gonna
Hey,
have to
hey,
get
hey, Big Dale. Hey, Big Dale. 1,000 pardons on that, but I heard all that in the
no,
topic. I've been here, you know.
you listen, I'm not pointing a finger at nobody. What I'm saying is this: let's just get back on topic.
Yeah, you
Let's
saying just stay on
stop.
top. We got to make it make sense for the
Yeah,
audience, man.
Get
It ain't
back on
yeah.
just
topic
that.
because now we talking about a topic, or we
But
talking
we
about
had went to a rabbit hole. We went to a rabbit hole for a
yeah.
minute.
Get out that motherfucker.
But the rabbit hole was brought into place, and like I say, I'm just sitting back watching. The rabbit hole came into place when we got to talking about things that don't relate to the
The
streets
topic.
and the people, the demographic that we're talking about trying to save.
Yeah.
And that's where everything got lost, man. But I'm gonna slide out, big deal. You know, I always got your back, homie. But I'm gonna leave with this.
Yeah, you might have froze up.
You drop the mic.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, Big Bo, but he was finna say something good though.
Hey, Big Dale. I want to ask this brother with the hat on one question, man.
That's Hater
And,
Radio. That's
I
and
my
I
love
man.
don't
that.
want to
Yeah.
get too off topic, man. But this just to piggyback on what he was trying to make a point of. Now, I'm gonna just use an analogy, just metaphorically speak. If somebody ran up behind you, man, and knocked the fat meat out your head, and you felt the pain and everything,
Right.
now tell me this: would you just proceed forwardly and try to seek some type of uh medication or help or something to heal your wound, or would you turn around and try to figure out what the hell hit you in your head and
Right.
combat that problem?
Right. Hey, my guy. What? Hey, first of all, they ain't gonna get up on me like that. It ain't gonna be that easy. First
That's
of all,
why I
I ain't no,
said
I ain't
metaphorically,
Superman, but
what
that
if?
ain't gonna happen.
It's possible though.
It's possible. It's possible. Hell yeah, it's possible. But hey, I tell you like this, I got a higher learning, so I don't worry and I don't be indulging myself in no negativity that will get
Nah,
me there. No,
yeah, I'm asking that question simply because you, in my mind, I feel like you just basically telling us that we shouldn't,
no.
like look.
Hey, what I'm telling y'all, we gotta erase all that negativity. And see, please, big folk, listen to me. What I'm telling y'all, and this ain't no negativity, no violence. I ain't never saying that off. But what I'm telling you, my guy, and the answer to what you saying, we gotta stop with who in our past where we heard the history of
Yeah,
slavery, and
yeah.
y'all brought it up. I ain't mean to bring, but I'm on the big Dale, my guy, you know. But we got to stop the narrative of that bad energy of thinking and forget the past. Let's
All I'm
build on
saying
what you
is,
going
man,
through, what we
we
going
gotta
I,
know
through.
I,
where we've been, know where we going, man.
No, no, that ain't
I
true though.
apologize, fellas.
That ain't
You know,
true.
you can spend the top dollar on whatever you think is supposed to
I
be the
thought
best
you
shit, and
dropped
it
the
don't
mic.
necessarily mean it was the
Drop
best
the
shit.
mic for a
Now
minute.
my internet, my damn phone cut off from my damn internet. All I was saying was, what real changes ever came in any country or nation without violence? Or so
Exactly.
the question is how far are we willing to go? And
Thank you.
that's where I dropped the mic. We can talk this shit about all day long. It don't mean
Mhm.
nothing. Our ancestors have proven that walking and protesting and being vigil and passive ain't gonna get us a damn thing, but looked at as okay, we got these niggas in check. And I'm not saying it incite violence, but goddamn, man, the truth is, if you really about it, think about those that have changed shit and what it took to change anything. And we lack that. And that's gonna always be our problem. So we're always gonna be sitting here having these same fucking
So,
conversations.
but no, we shouldn't be because you putting it on the platform, my guy. No cutting you off, but you put it, and this how all of us think. But we got to stop that thinking of keeping us in that tunnel vision. Let's
What's the
grow on
tunnel
what
vision? I'm
you
lost.
and your family and
Hey,
your loved ones. You know.
hey, the radio.
But
So
me
what's
and
your
mine
solution? What's
are
your
fine,
solution
homie. I
moving
have
You
no
know
forward?
what my
complaints with mine.
solution is? You know what my solution is, my guy? In real talk, I ain't no motherfucking philosopher. I ain't none of that. I ain't no God. I ain't none of that. But our solution is let's erase or all that negativity that you learn on television, all that negativity that you learn from the world, and focus on us. And we'll make better by our better choices with us. And if we got a million people with following what they believe and do your thing,
Okay,
coexist
let me.
sometime.
But
So
But
you
individually,
saying
no,
live
bro,
like
we
go
gotta
individually, bro,
live like
coexist
the
and
Amish?
build
yo,
on each other first.
So you
most
saying
let
most
me
of
ask
us
you
up
this
go
here
live
on
question.
like the Amish?
Do
go
what
ahead,
now?
bro. Say it again.
No, I'm saying you saying go live like the Amish people, right?
No, heck no, big folk. Man, you gotta talk if we could, cause that ain't hell no, that ain't what I'm talking about.
That's
No,
I'm
what it
no.
saying,
sounds like.
hey, my
So
guy, that ain't
basically,
what I'm talking about. Hell
uh,
no.
Look,
hey,
I got a quick. I
me
got
and
a
Much
quick
you,
question.
love to
me,
them,
you and
though.
Big
Much
Dale
love.
are in the same
Hey, I'm
age
gonna jump
bracket,
in
homie.
again.
And all I'm
Much
saying
love
is,
to them. Much love to the homies. That's what they do. That's what they do. But what I'm telling you is, while we so eager to gossip about what we gonna do tomorrow, it's about what the man in the mirror doing today. That's
that's
all I'm
what I'm
saying.
trying to. That's
I
all I'm trying
feel
to say, homie. Most of us up here on this panel, regardless of the age, are have overcame. So we can't sit there and relate to a fucking struggle that we don't exist in anymore. What we
So let
trying
it
to do
go.
is
Let
talk
it
about
go.
those that are still in the struggle that we've come through.
Let it go. You with the
Uh,
struggle that
okay,
our
let me.
ancestors
I
went
gotta
through
say
ain't our
something.
I
struggle
ain't
I
talking
today.
gotta
about
say
our
We
something.
make it
ancestors,
our
homie.
struggle.
You
I
keep
gotta
talking
say
about
something.
I
ancestors. I'm
feel where you
talking
coming
about those
from though.
youngsters going through the shit that we went through as youngsters when we was trying to figure out where
Uh,
we were gonna get, but we didn't have
yeah,
the
Right.
guidance because our parents wasn't prepared to
Right.
teach us and give us the lessons
like
that
listen.
we are
Right.
prepared to give right now.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
what
I
I'm
just
saying.
But
yeah.
big
It ain't got
folk,
nothing to do with no
hey,
slavery or
hey,
nothing.
for the whole panel, this real talk for the whole panel, and I'm gonna get off of this, and I ain't try to come here and act like I'm God or nothing, because I'm far
Good,
from that. But
good,
what I'm telling you,
good.
it starts with us, and it starts with our thinking and not our background thinking of where we came from, because where you thought you came from, you really didn't, bro.
Okay, I wanted to add this real quick. Nobody is saying any of that, man. If you like, because I notice people that say this, oh, forget your past, don't be a victim, and all of that. I don't see them really working with other black men on how to build anything or really saying, okay,
Stop waiting for a black man to come to put shit together. Put it together yourself.
no.
Be
What I'm
the
saying is, I
example
don't
that
see
you be
them.
the
I don't
example,
see
homie.
them.
I live
I don't.
that. I'm on not to cut you off, my dude, but I'm finna get off here because my phone finna die. Be the example. Okay, I know you cannot live life without remembering your fucking past because it's your past that has gotten you where you are now that's gonna keep you focused on where you're going. And that's what's guided you. For those of us that have kids and everything, is some of us that had a shaky past and whatever the fuck, we making sure that our kids, for the most part, is to the best of our ability, don't follow in our footsteps. So we have to hold on to that past, not as a way of saying, "Oh, woe is me," but as a saying, "Hey, nigga, I came through this shit. I got through this shit, and I know how to get you through this shit."
Hey,
So,
big folk, but real shit, real shit. I'm finna tell the whole panel this before I get off in this G
but
shit.
I'm out though.
Like, can I please speak my truth real quick, Big
Yeah,
Dale?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man.
What I'm finna tell y'all, when we hand down what we went through to our kids, sometimes it come out negative and it come out, if you say grandpa did this, hey, it come out negative. Let's build, even if you knew grandpa did this or who did this, let's not inherit beef to our kids. We inherit our thinking to our kids. Our thinking, our mediocrity mind. Our thinking of I was a slave yesterday. My grandmother was a slave. That stops us from growing. That's what I'm telling you. Let it go if you didn't. You want me. I know you can't tell me you was a slave, folks.
No, nobody's saying
None of
that.
y'all can come on here and tell me
No,
y'all was a
nobody,
slave, slave to the
nobody,
job.
nobody's saying anything that has to do with
So
slavery.
let's let it
Only
go.
thing, no, but see, here's the thing. Like, okay, if that's how you feel about that, brother, then that's your prerogative. But
Right.
nobody, see, the problem with black folks is black folks don't really know other groups like they think they do. We don't know how
Yeah.
these other groups operate. We don't know what goes on in their
But
community.
who
We
cares
don't know.
though? Who cares though? That ain't your
I'm
life. That ain't your life. What
saying,
another person do to monitor what
come
they
on.
doing.
No, what I'm saying is that we think that everybody is just doing this, work hard, build this. That's not how it's going down. That a lot of the times, a lot of people are getting over with certain things that they doing in order to make sure that, and they groups don't teach, and people in other groups, they don't teach their kids that forget about this, forget about that. They don't teach their kids that. They
We
don't.
gotta forgive and forget.
No, because forgiving and forget is what got us in this predicament to begin with.
No. You
We don't.
gotta keep your monitor up. You already know you gonna take care of your family, folks, and you ain't gonna
Yeah,
let nobody do nothing.
I've
But if
been
you
taking care of my
anticipate
family.
something to happen, it's gonna happen.
I've
If
been
you
taking care of
anticipate
my
a
family.
white person do something to you, that's what you want to
Hey,
happen.
to me, hey, the radio, it seemed like you saying if a motherfucker bust your head today and you wake up
No,
Not
tomorrow,
just
if you wake up tomorrow and then when they bust your head, they ain't knock you out your misery. And
hey,
long
big
as you
stuff.
wake up tomorrow, just don't act like that never even happened. Just
No,
forget about
no,
what somebody
no,
just
big
okay.
said
stuff.
yesterday.
I'm
Hey,
gonna ask y'all. I
hey,
want to ask the panel real quick.
can I address
Real
my
quick.
guy real quick?
That's
Can
what
I
it
address
sounds
my
Yeah,
like.
guy on that thing? Because I think all of y'all think that I'm fighting against y'all, but y'all my
No, no,
black
no, no, no,
brothers.
no,
I
no,
love
no.
you.
We just having
Let
a
me tell
we
you.
just having a
Let me
debate.
tell you. In order for us to grow, we gotta get rid of you. If you don't clean your closet, you can't get ready for new stuff to come in. God's blessings. If you keep on bringing in a negativity in your life and bringing in extra luggage of your mind state messed up. Your mind state. How
nah,
about we let that go?
it's
I ain't
only
never
thing I'm
telling
saying.
you. Hell no. Let somebody come up. No, bro.
The only
That
thing,
ain't what I'm telling you.
like for instance,
No.
the only thing I'm saying is that just be aware. This ain't got nothing to do with slave. I'll give you the perfect example. Black people that's purchasing homes that's ready to set that's ready to sell their homes. They turn around and they get lowballed in their homes with appraisals. You know how they found out? Because they had to turn around and they had white people that they knew that was good friends of theirs who would turn
Mhm.
around and act like they was the buyer, they was the homeowner, and take all of
Right.
the pictures of black people down in their house and
Hey,
found out that their houses approved 150 to 200,000 more. Things like
Wow.
that is what I'm talking about. See,
Yeah.
hey,
what I'm talking.
and,
I'm
we
talking
gonna
about.
and we gonna talk about that on another live. We
Yeah.
but this shit didn't. I didn't shit. I didn't get. Going cross-eyed with this shit because we gonna go back and forth with this shit
I
about
hope
what.
you don't feel like I fucked your shit
No,
up,
hell no. Hell, didn't nobody fuck it up. It's all good. It's a conversation that we need to have. It just ain't the night for it. And then
It ain't the
it
right
ain't,
time. I
it ain't
got
the topic. It ain't the topic for it, and it ain't really what's going on. So it's like a lot of jumping in and out. You know what I mean? So
you. Yeah.
no, everybody always free to speak on the panel. Stuff. It's just like it's a never ending topic though. It's gonna be all night because everybody. It's just like with this drill shit. Everybody got their own point. Like everybody telling a different story because everybody was on a different block. Everybody
Yeah.
was to a different part of. Everybody they got their own point of view on it. So when this questions and situations like this, there's no such thing as right or wrong. It's about how we push with it and how we gonna proceed with it. So it
Right.
ain't like that. You know what I mean? It's just man.
It
It's
ain't
been
the right time.
we've been on here 2 hours and 40 minutes. Shit. We keep letting it go on. We'll be on this motherfucker 9 hours and 43 seconds. So, hey, I want to thank the panel. I want to thank everybody that's on here. I want to thank everybody that came in, all the mods, and more truth, King Mike, 18 letter. I want to thank everybody. Angela, she jumped in. Deep Sheep, thank you for jumping in. Much love. Chicago Still 19, much love. Charlisa, Loyalty and Betrayal. Man, everybody that came in and everybody that showed the love on the panel, showed the love in the chat, man. Share the live, share the videos. We're going to keep doing it. I'm gonna try to go live every day. We're going to
Hey,
keep
I
coming.
appreciate you, Big Dale, though, for
Oh, man,
letting me come on, bro.
you already know it. So we're going to try to keep coming with different topics, and we're going to keep on waking our people up. Love y'all, man. I'll
That's
see
right.
y'all.
Love
All
to
right,
the panel. Much
salute, Big
love.
Deal. Salute
Much love.
everybody on
Have
the
a great
channel in the
night,
chat,
all
man.
y'all, man.
Mom,
Much
much
love.
love. What?
For sure. You already know, Big Deal.
For
Likewise,
sure.
brother.
18
Much
letter,
love.
much love.
Much
Charlize,
love, Big Deal.
for sure.
Y'all be easy.